I bring new meaning to CP time, don't I? Oh, if I told you what was going on, you'd laugh at me for days. I ain't gonna tell you. I will apologize for being late, though. Fam, hey, are you checking out all the pageantry and glamour of this particular Super Bowl? I mean, I've always noticed, but it seems to have picked up another notch. Maybe because it's in Miami, but it's been fun to watch. Does anybody know who hacked into some of the 49er Instagram accounts? It's man, how evil is that? God. Anyway, fam, hey, let's look at the injuries. Tevin Coleman said pain management and range of motion ultimately will determine whether he can play in Super Bowl 54 2 weeks after dislocating that right shoulder during the NFC Championship game. And Coleman said Monday at the Super Bowl opening night media session, quote, I'm moving in the right direction. Just listen to the trainers and taking it one step at a time to get my shoulder back right, unquote. See, this is the last game of the year. If you can walk, you can play. If you can move at anything, you can play, right? The only thing is I don't want Tevin in there and he can't play to his maximum. Matty B was supposed to be by now, supposed to be just a disgusting force. So I don't know. I think I'd rather go with Matty B than put a sick Tevin Coleman out there. But, TC was in the Super Bowl 3 years ago with the Falcons. And his health is appearing to be the Niners' biggest injury concern right now. And rightfully so. Coleman has experience in this, and he's not going to just – he goes out there during Super Bowl Sunday. He ain't going to be fazed by the fact that it's Super Bowl Sunday. You know what, though? I don't think he will be either, though. Boy, we got it. D Ford insisted he'll play through the pain one last time this season. I thought he was doing better. And by the way, I want to thank Frank Clark for his role, his nonstop rhetoric that is really uncalled for about D Ford and helping D Ford not miss this game. Because if D Ford thought for 1 minute, man, I don't know if I can make it, y'all. I may have to hold back because somebody, I might not be able to give as much as is needed. But D Ford looks at every time he looks up. This dude talking again. He thinks he got my job because he's better than me? Let me get this leg straight and wear it out on his ass. Oh, God, I'm sick of it. Frank Clark is strange. Stop volunteering all that information, Frank Clark. In fact, your opinion at this point is getting ridiculous. Shut it up. He's been limited most of the past 6 months with knee tendonitis and a hamstring injury. And both of them will be attended to immediately upon getting back to the Bay Area, I'm sure. Said Ford, I'm as healthy as I need to be. It's not going to be 100% at this time of the year, but it's enough to get the job done. You go, D. We feel good. We're going to play. Unquote. Miami, Florida weather, fam, cool with temperatures climbing up to around 67 degrees with 6% chance of precipitation continues to be the forecast for Super Bowl Sunday. Somebody said it was warmer than that. When you watch the 49ers and everybody else walking around out there with this, and you got Andy Reid walking out there them loud, and it's not Hawaii, it's Miami, okay? Them shirts, man. Fam. And it's going to linger for a while. And unfortunately, it may linger for a lifetime for a lot of us. About an hour into the Niners' flight to Miami Sunday, John Lynch approached the sleeping Richard Sherman, tapped him on the shoulder, and broke the devastating news. In what was a good time for Sherman and his teammates, Lynch leaned in and informed Sherm that his close friend, Kobe Bryant, had died in a helicopter crash in Calabasas, California, along with 8 others. So, fam, you can imagine how suddenly what was a good time up until those moments came to a screeching and sudden halt. Monday at Super Bowl opening night, Sherm said, quote, "It is really sad. He was a friend of mine. He was a mentor. He meant a lot to this world. He made a positive impact, and there's nothing that I can say to really quantify his impact on myself and others." Sherman and Bryant's bond, and unquote, by the way, Sherman and Bryant's bond dates to a Nike photo shoot that took place just after Sherman's former team, the Seahawks, won Super Bowl 48. But Sherman admired Bryant long before that. Growing up in Compton, California, Sherman, who was 8 years old when Bryant entered the NBA, became a huge Laker fan from watching games with his grandmama. While Sherman and Bryant remained in contact after the shoot, the Achilles injury that Sherman suffered in 2017 brought them even closer together. In fact, Bryant had the same injury in 2013, but he served as a sounding board for Sherman while he went through his grueling rehab. Sherman even made sure to walk off the field on a torn Achilles, much like Bryant. If you saw that game, Bryant shot 2 free throws and then walked over to the bench unassisted, sat down. I think he watched the rest of that game. I can't remember. Did the Lakers win that game? I think they did, actually. Anyway, Bryant called Sherman after the injury. The first thing Bryant told him was he wanted to be sure Sherman wasn't being a baby. Because, the Mamba, man, Mama once told me, man, if I had a broken leg and a broken arm, I'd play with what I got left. That's just, see, this is the kind of mindset. As Sherman attempted to process the loss of Bryant and his daughter, Gigi, on Sunday and Monday, he thought back to that moment. Sherm said, quote, "I was really sad yesterday and sad this morning. I was really down. I was in the dumps. And then I thought about what he would tell me. He would tell me to stop being a baby and to man up and play and do it in his honor and win this game for him. And that is what we're going to try to do. We're going to go out there and try to play some dominating ball just like he wanted. The Mamba mentality still lives on." And ask about the last thing Bryant left him with. Sherman said Bryant told him to go with a championship. His goal with a championship, and that there would be hard times in the comeback that he would have to navigate. Bryant offered a similar message when asked in a 2018 interview with ESPN for a story on how Bryant helped Sherman during his Achilles injury and recovery, what he thought Sherman's comeback might look like. Long before Sherman's return to form this season, with Pro Bowl berth and a second-team All-Pro nod, Kobe predicted it would happen, saying his mentality is what separates him from being overlooked, from being kind of thought of as someone who won't be able to maximize his potential. I think he uses that as fuel, and we know that. Sherman can make himself mad all by himself, just him and his thoughts. He does that quite well, actually. He says, I think he used that as fuel to drive him and propel him. I'm excited for him to come back and show the world what he's got. Man, it's going to be awesome. Awesome. You were right, Kobe. He's done a lot for the 49ers since he come back. Way more than a lot more than just playing football, too. So you figure, and it's a sad situation, but Kobe's demise could be what lifts Sherman beyond what he might have been under ordinary circumstances. Because if the Mamba's going to roll with anybody that he's rolled with before, Sherm is that guy. He's probably watching closely. George Kittle also. Other than my parents, Kobe was the reason I played sports. Just his mindset, the Mamba mentality. Wore the number 24 in high school my freshman and sophomore year because of him. I wore Kobe Bryant basketball shoes because of Kobe Bryant. Every time I laced up my basketball shoes, I felt like I had a little bit of Kobe Bryant with me. I had his jumper. I had his fadeaway. The amount of hours I spent practicing that fadeaway from the corner, and I never made it. But I tried, and I always thought I was Kobe. He's an icon. He was a hero of mine. Also, Mike McGlinchey had hoop dreams of his own while growing up in Philly. He was 2 years from being born when Bryant graduated from high school, not far from where McGlinchey's family lived. McGlinchey said, quote, all you ever heard about was this guy, Kobe Bryant, who came from Lower Merion High School. Everybody in Philly always had an eye on him, the competitor that he was, the leader that he was, and the coolest thing about this week has been the reports and the pictures and the memories of him being a dad. That's what really the message there was. that no matter what it was with Kobe, he always did it as hard as he could and put everything he had into it. Fam, I think we may have the Mamba rolling with us this Sunday. Could be. If that be the case, and I already see 49ers dominating this game for a number of reasons. Fam, the 49ers are dominant. You know, when you look at the stats, I don't understand why they came up with that 1.5 underdog thing in the first place. You look at every last stat. The 49ers are better than the Chiefs in every friggin' stat aside from, well, you know what, in quarterback, the stats are kind of similar. Isn't that weird? I still don't understand, but you know, I'm glad they put him in that role. Yeah, you go ahead and tell everybody that Patrick Mahomes and all his variations of passes. I'll tell you something else, too, and I put that on Twitter if you caught that yesterday. I says, when was the last time a wide receiver won a Super Bowl? Everybody knows it was Jerry Rice way back when, 1989. What year was that? Anyway, Jerry Rice was the last guy that really figured heavily. And everybody says, well, what about last year, Edelman? I don't know if I consider that a dominant performance. The Rams really sucked. Had it been a game out there where Edelman won, and he was the MVP, granted, but that was Brady didn't have a run game, and he didn't have any other receiver. It was only him and Edelman, and that says more about the Rams than it does Edelman and the Patriots in my book. I'm just saying, realistically. Usually, and actually it was a defense this time that really won that game. The Patriots refused to let the Rams' high-scoring offense get even a foot into the end zone. What did they score? Did they score a field goal or something? I mean, as I'm saying, this is bizarre how they think that the 49ers, and actually, something else too. Watch, if you get a chance, go back and watch the games between the Chargers and the Chiefs. And I think Dre pointed it out, Patrick struggles with a four-man front. Now, if Robert Saleh dials up a few perfectly timed blitzes, it's going to hurt. Jimmy Ward already gone on record saying, I think being physical is going to slow that speed down. Dub, just don't get a flag, all right? You can knock them on their butt, but don't get flagged and give them no position way downfield. That's all I ask. All right? Hey, local 49ers fan. Hey, Ronbo, your pre-show smoke time looks longer than usual. You know what? What do you say? When I have these issues, I'm going to tell you what happened. And this was kind of embarrassing. I can't tell you. But I am sorry. Cool. And thanks, local 49ers, thanks for that contribution, fam, so much. Thank you. I will do better tomorrow, I promise. Tomorrow could be an issue, but hopefully. Anyway, Guerrero Mangia. Hola, Ronbo. Hey, fam, I don't like those haters on Niners. Guerrero, they will do this. They're going to do a lot to us, too. Man. They really want to see Andy Reid win this Super Bowl. You hear about it all the time. They love to talk about how Mahomes and Andy Reid can stifle the smothering 49ers defense. Like you said, why we can't be equal on this? This is the Super Bowl, man. Y'all ain't supposed to be partial. And Mike Florio and Jimmy G, don't listen to NBC Sports and Mike Florio. And Mike just goes on and on about talking about how Kyle's scared to death to use Jimmy. Oh, that just kills me. Just kills me. Florio, it's about the run game. He ain't scared. Okay. Dre was the man of wisdom that made me go look at them games, too. Dre, come on in here, man. I got to thank you for that. It made me feel so much better.
Ron Beasley, what's going on with you, my guy?
I'll just talk about how you was the man with the master plan. I went and checked out them games where Nick's brother, the only reason the Chiefs lost the game is because Phillip Rivers cannot stop throwing that INT. He just can't do it.
Hey, man. You throw picks in the end zone when you're on the 8-yard line and you throw a pick in the end zone.
You gonna lose the game.
Kind of game over.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's what happened.
Yeah, man. I'm happy that our guys aren't going in and running their mouth, cash and checks.
What's going on?
Put that gun on.
Mamba's in the wrestle.
Yeah.
Uh,
Kill it. But
so,
Dre, let me explain to people. By the way, fam, when you call in, especially calling in for the first time, don't unmute yourself. Just wait a minute. We'll be right to you. Because otherwise, we got people talking all over the place. We can't hear the person. So please wait. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, fam. All right. Go ahead, Dre.
Yeah, man. So I'm happy that none of our guys are keeping it real classy and respectful. Nobody's talking crap. Tyreek Hill said he respects Sherman, and he called him the GOAT. And at the same time, he said, I just told him to prepare himself for a lot of trash talking because I'm going to be doing a lot of talking. I'll remind you that, you're going to be doing trash talking to one of the best at trash talking. So
person you could trash talk to.
I hope that works out for you. Also, man, Frank Clark.
Talk, sure.
I don't understand this fake vendetta. It's almost like he's trying to pump himself up. You know what I mean? To do what he knows he's not going to be able to do. D4 was not on the same team as Frank Clark last year. So as far as him going after D and saying that he's not too fond of him and all of this stuff, Frank, D4 is not going to be playing against you. He's going to be playing against your quarterback. I don't think it's a very smart thing to do to piss off one of the best pass rushers on the opposite team. I just really don't think that that's a very smart idea. Our guys has just came in. They've been about business. They answer questions respectfully. No trash talk. We about that action. Man. We're going to leave it all out on the field. Anybody could talk and say anything. But when you get your ass out on that field, it's going to be a totally different story. I love the narrative, how they're talking about the Chiefs' offense all the time. I think people forget. We average more points than the Chiefs' offense. I think people forget that.
Every category,
they talk
Dre.
about. I mean, I really don't get it. They talk about it, and I just don't get it.
It's a selling point, storyline, Dre. You know what? Fans at the betting line leans toward the Chiefs. The pros around the league, they talked to Dak today. Dak said the same thing. No, I know I'm a quarterback, but man, that defense, the 49ers, that's going to be something too much, I think. He's not the only one. Ballers know. Fans don't. Go ahead. Dre? We lost Dre. Dre? Anyway, this is the thing, and Dre's right. 49ers are showing the most professional attitude in this, aren't they? You don't hear the 49ers running around and talk about who they go smack or who sucked or who did this or who do that. Well, Dub did say that he was going to put the smackers down on the wide receivers. I didn't even know about this thing what Dre just talked about. Hills, Tyreek is running around talking. Tyreek does not want to get into a conversation with Richard Sherman like that. It could turn into a fiasco out there. All right, good. Go ahead. Let me, yeah. And another thing is, I do wish they would after a game. Let's see what we'll say. Yeah, dollar bill, I will.
Ronbo, what's up, man?
Oh, Will. I'm sitting there thinking, man, there's so many forces working on this game. Everybody's doubting the 49ers for the most part, except for real ballers. You got the Vegas line and fans always thinking that the golden boy can't be stopped. And as I said, Dre pointed out, go check out them games. I did. I see what he's talking about. Boy, Patrick may be all that in a bag of chips, but that boy does not like no four-man rush. Will, go ahead, Will. What are you thinking?
Man, I'm so sick of all of us. I'm even seeing it on Facebook. Man, why are we still talking about why everybody's hating on us and picking us to lose? We've been the underdogs all season. Y'all stop it, man. Stop it. We know what's going on. But hey, man, Frank Clark, you about to get your quarterback killed, bro.
I know, man.
You really is, man. You need to slow down, bro. You really need it. you rushing Patrick Mahomes' time on that field, man. I'm telling you, because I'm telling you right now, man. He knows you're talking, and you know. And let me tell you something, Ronbo. It's this thing called art of war. When
I read the book.
when someone talks to you about an opposition, you speak high level. You speak professional about them. But
Respect your opponent.
deep down inside, you're really talking evil about that person. You're really mad at that person, but you're just trying to give an illusion. So when you see that opposition, you're gonna cut his head off, and that's what's gonna happen, man. I'm telling you, man. Hey,
some of the greatest of all time did it.
Slow down, man.
Muhammad Ali, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Some of the biggest winners of all time, they always laid praises on their opponent. And meanwhile, like Kobe, same thing. In the meantime, in the back of their mind, they know they're going to destroy you.
Right. So, man, and besides, he's a downgrade. I mean, that was a downgrade. You got rid of D4 and then you brought in Frank Clark. That's a downgrade. That's like going from an iPhone 11 to an iPhone 5. I mean, Frank Clark.
That's a long way.
Frank Clark, he is not making noise in the NFL like he would. I mean, he made a little noise in Seattle, but he's not. When they mention pass rushers in the NFL, they don't mention him. They mention the higher guys like D Ford, the Smith brothers, Seattle guys. But Frank Clark,
I think Baltimore
man.
Ravens.
Right. You still got a long way to go. You are not an elite pass rusher yet, and you're not going to stop Jimmy G. I mean, you're not going to Staley's gonna dominate you, man. So you need to quit all that, man.
Frank took a shot at George Kittle, who's probably can't wait to block him. So, George Kittle, he's the second best tight end. Now, granted, I understand you appreciate your own tight end better, but Frank, can you shut the hell up? Just let one day go by without making some statement. You know, you ain't got to be bothering people every day.
Man, that's why his mouth. That's why his mouth line check his ass can't cash, man. He doing too much, and it's going. Just wait till Sunday. Just wait. It's going to bite him. It's going to bite him in the ass. But overall, Ronbo, man, this game, man. I'm telling you, like I've been preaching, Chiefs defense is not that good. We've already played the good defense already in the playoff. We was the Vikings and the Packers. We dominated them severely. This is a much lesser fearful defense. So look for Kyle Shanahan to go all out. Trick plays. I'm talking about anything he could think of.
Pre-snaps.
Even the stuff
the pre-snaps probably go step up about 2 or 3 levels to really confuse that defense.
You know, and if the Chiefs stack that box, I'm looking for a deep ball. Kyle will not hesitate to throw a deep ball if they are all in that box. I'm telling you, man, Kyle is going all out. You know, they already brought up the 28-3 thing in Atlanta, and I know he's sick and tired of it. And he gonna show you something. He really gonna show you something, man. So I feel bad, man. But I mean, but at the end of the day, you gotta respect your opponent. This is a professional football team we're going against. You know, this ain't no high school team or no varsity team. This is any given Sunday league. But I really think we're going to go ahead and, man, handle business and go ahead and get this 6th ring, man. All we got to do is just stay humble, let them talk, because we ain't been talking trash to nobody since we've been down there. We've been talking professionally to these reporters, staying humble, and we can practice and handle business. They out there running their mouths and all this type of crap and whatnot. So, you know, they send their own self up for failure. But we doing things the right way. And when you have a team that's doing things the right way on the field and off the field, behaving like future champions, the results gonna come out good. So
and that's the gospel too. Will, I'm gonna try to be back tomorrow. I'm gonna be looking for you. Good stuff, fam. All right.
All right, Ronbo, man. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to the TNT, my player partner, Trey Trez, Big Show, Russo, Shea Lewis, Red 49 Hits, Jerry Fresh, all them guys. Shout out to the Ronbo Sports Fan Club, Rico, Jersey Joe, Coach Tim, Sheik, Sewell, all them guys, man. Hey, man. What, 5 more days?
Is it?
5 more days, man.
Wait, 4 after get it. We'll go to bed and get up. Yes.
All right.
All right. Will,
All right,
see you
man.
later.
All right, man.
And fam, here's the thing. From week 13 is when the word that the Chiefs were playing better defense started. They started off at Oakland in week 13. Beat them to death, 40-9. Then they played the Patriots. You know, the Patriots got the plug pulled on the Patriots way back when I kept crying about, man, who the Patriots have played so far? Why they ranked the number? I was crying about the rankings, right? And we should get over that. I'm not going to do it next year. But the power rankings had the Patriots at number one. I said, come on, man, y'all. Patriots say, who the Patriots playing, man? They playing people in the division. They almost lost to Buffalo. Come on, man. Patriots, they beat the Patriots 23-16. A broken down Patriots team at that point completely. They beat them at 23-16. They beat Denver to death. Well, Denver got beat to death every week by everybody. And then they beat Chicago to death. Doesn't Chicago, Chicago quit probably in week 6 after they realized the quarterback couldn't do nothing with them. And then here's the Chargers again. The Chargers wouldn't quit. But watch both those games and see what I mean. If Phillip Rivers can at least throw only 1 or 2 INTs a game, even then he would have won. But Phillip's got to get all 4 and 5 and 6. Oh, Phillip, man, you really didn't see that? Oh my God. So, I'm thinking the 49ers. Oh, who was that said the 49ers were going to win by 3 TDs? It was Hittner. Dante called it already. Vader. It's time. It's Vader. Time.
What's up, Ronbo?
Vader, it's time, man. We're looking now at Sherm is all pumped up. I'm sure he's going to pump up everybody on the team. We got several Kobe-ites on we got the Mamba juices rolling through the clubhouse, man. I think the 49ers will come out there and play an inspired game. It's the last one of the year anyway. You know they're going to be crazy.
Oh, yeah. But, man, I've been trying to call in for a minute. Lines are always full, but
glad you got in.
I wanted to kind of but I got in tonight, man, and I kind of wanted to pick your brain because you've been discussing about these analysts, man. That I don't know where they come out with these, what they state and how ugly our offense is and how our defense, how they're going to handle Patrick Mahomes and all this other BS.
I feel like he just can't be stopped
at
all.
It's just like, what the hell are you talking about, man? I go, you're over there talking about a high-powered offense. Did you know that we scored more points than they did this season?
Thank you. I did.
Well,
I looked at all those stats.
I don't understand where. And then
they
actually interview a football player that actually played on an actual squad, and he's just raving about the Niners, talking about, you guys are over here talking about KC and they can repeat next year if they want to. How about the Niners team, man? How about how young they are? I'll lean more towards the Niners repeating for next year than Kansas City. Are you kidding me? And it's just they're like, they're calling these guys out, man, and it's like, wait. Let them talk the way they're talking. Get our team pumped up, and we'll see who has the last laugh at the end.
They just don't love us.
Because they're making us look like we shouldn't even be there.
Mm-hmm. Bunch of clowns coming in on the other side of the field. Yeah. The Golden Boy, there he is, Patrick Mahomes. Come on, man. Y'all pumping that dude up, man. I don't mind you pumping. I don't have a dislike for Patrick, but come on, man. 49ers didn't bring a bunch of Girl Scouts to play this game. Come on.
Yeah,
with a little respect.
All they do is they play the cover zone. Man, shut the fuck up. It's how you play it. It's the chemistry between the players and how it works all in one motion. You know what I mean? We don't have players on our team saying, "Oh, check out my stats," or check. Everybody's all in on what's going on with the Niners organization. So nobody cares about stats at this point in time, and hopefully we can just keep that rolling, because it shouldn't be about that, man. At the end of the day, it's about winning championships.
And that's right. And Vader, I'm looking at the stats. Mahomes passed for 182 yards against the Chargers, and 174 yards in the second game. So Mahomes has got something over 300 yards in 2 games versus a 4-man defensive front. Now, Vader, think about this for a minute.
Right.
Who's got the best 4-man front rush between the Chargers and the 49ers?
We do, sir.
Thank you.
Niners all day. I mean, come on now. Once he snaps that ball and he figures out how fast that 4 is going to come, I mean, you know what? We've been doing it all year. I mean, there's no need to even go into it, Ronbo. We've been doing it all year. You see the way the offenses look after they get a taste of our defense. You see their souls being sucked out. I didn't think that could happen to Aaron Rodgers, and it did.
You, me and you both.
And all
I knew he was going to beat up Aaron Rodgers 2 times.
Right,
God,
exactly.
Killed him.
It's like, it's like they keep rambling and rambling. It's just, wow, it's unbelievable. But I also wanted to let you know that I got a cousin of mine that actually knows a gentleman that went to school with Robert Saleh, our defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
And, they still talk, because he's like, "Hey, Rick, where are you going to watch the Super Bowl?" And I'm watching it here in my man cave, man.
Mm-hmm.
And so anyways, he starts talking to me about, they still talk on a regular basis. And he was telling me, do you know what player that we have on our front 4 right now? From the third stringers all the way up, who is the fastest off the line?
It's actually Solomon Thomas, from what I heard.
Yes, yeah, absolutely, sir.
Yeah.
So I'm just laying this out there, sir, because I just want to let you know, hey, man, I heard Jack the other day talking crap about Trez and the Solomon train. I'm still on that train.
I was wondering where you were going with this.
That's where I was going, man. So don't give me that shit. Solomon is there for one reason, to show all these guys to say, you got to beat me if you want to get to him.
I want him on this team. Better. We got to go, though, fam.
Right, but now I'm rambling.
I love it.
But you know what, Ronbo? Thank you. I thank you for this platform, and, I want to send a quick shout-out to, KB, Kobe Bryant, and his family, and everybody that, lost their lives in the crash here. And, it just sucks. Mamba is always going to be number 1, dude, when it comes to the Lakers. I'm a big Lakers fan, and it sucks. But anyways, just to let you know, Ronbo, we're going to win this Super Bowl. I mean, we have it in the bag, baby. We have it in the bag. But I don't want to jinx it either. But anyway, let it go! Radio, Ronbo Sports. Shout out to Trez, TNT, and all the Niner Empire. Big show. You guys have a good evening.
You too, fam. Look forward to hearing from you as soon as possible, Vader. All right. Have a good night, fam.
Will do.
Oh, man. All right, and we go to Dade City. Dade City chapter with Sam J. Omar.
Ooh la la.
Not yet. We got to wait a few more days. It's a sacred song. We use it only when necessary.
I'm
Yeah.
sitting back and I'm just taking mental notes of all these idiots that are talking trash. I even told my friend, I'm not saying no trash about nobody. All I'm going to say is there's going to be a big surprise coming Sunday night. Everybody's killing us, and we don't even belong in this game. As far as I'm concerned, you might as well just give the Lombardi Trophy to Kansas City.
Right.
They ain't giving us no chance in hell to win. I don't understand what these people are seeing.
Football players
more
are.
points than Kansas City.
Analysts are.
Our stats are better. Yeah, all the VPs around the league ain't giving us a shot in hell, and I don't understand. I mean, what are they not seeing that we don't? I've watched every Niner game this year in the last few years, and I don't understand why they keep writing this off. I'm telling you, man, I'm glad our guys are staying professional and they're staying humble, and we're going to come out firing, man. I'm telling you, it's going to be the
the whole world will be surprised on Sunday, man. That's all I'm going to say.
Omar,
I
you
can't
know what,
wait.
though? I got a theory on this, Omar, because
Yes,
the
sir.
49ers make it look so easy. The Vikings went down in a heap. The Patriots went down in a heap. Meanwhile, the Chiefs over there struggling to beat the Texans and having to come from long deficits behind. They had to battle hard to beat the Titans in the beginning of the game to the end. And meanwhile, we're making it look like we're playing chumps. When really, I bet you the Packers and the Vikings could have both beat the Texans and the Titans. See, that's why I'm wondering, are they looking at the same thing you're looking at and I'm looking at? It's just because the 49ers made it look easy and completely dominated. Doesn't mean we played chumps. That's because they don't give us no respect. So we had to be beating chumps. See, that's what's happening.
Exactly.
That's it.
I'm telling you. And then that damn defensive end over there in the Kansas City, I forgot his name. I read an article that he's saying that the 49ers have never faced a talented defensive end like him. I was like, dude, you ain't better than that.
Frank Clark is on drugs. He's got to be. What? Frank.
Yeah, but he's smoking that good California weed now, boy.
God.
He's
Frank
smoking that
wasn't
good
even
stuff,
doing all
man.
that much damage with the Chiefs. I mean, the Hawks last year. I think Frank had a couple of plays, but Frank. Oh, the guy's an idiot. I can't wait to see him Sunday.
Yeah.
He
You
gonna
know,
get
man,
his
the
feelings
last
hurt.
thing, like I said on the past show, the last thing you want to do is give the 49ers any type of ammunition, any type of bulletin board material. You do not want to give the opposing team any ammunition against you because they're going to look, man, this game is personal with as far as Kobe Bryant dying, and I'm sorry to hear about that. And I'm telling you, the Niners have to win this game. Like they're going to do it for the state of California. I'm telling you, man, like they're going to come in Mamba mindset, and they're going to come in and kick some fucking ass, man. I haven't talked no trash to nobody. I'm keeping quiet because when they do win on Sunday,
Had to.
I'm going to give everyone a tongue lashing. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, no, really, they got it coming. Because there are people all over the place that don't understand. Y'all ain't played nobody like the Chiefs. Excuse me? Do you know anything about the 49ers schedule and what we just went through this past year? We went through something nobody's went through in years, maybe in history. Okay, so
We are
bring the
battle
Chiefs
tested.
on. Ain't nobody scared of the Chiefs? Man.
No, we are. The Niners are battle tested. The Chiefs haven't played nobody really all year. Like they've been playing a bunch of bums. The Niners have been battle tested, and they've been playing on the second half of the schedule. The first 8 games weren't that too hard, but the last 8 were pretty tough. So we did have to prove ourselves with the last 8 games of the season, and then we did.
Yeah.
We should have been at least 15-1 this season,
Easily.
at least
Really should have.
easily.
That experience,
But, like I
next year, that'll happen. Man.
And I
Jackson.
can't wait. I can't wait for Sunday. I'm just waiting. I'm not talking no trash. I'm just waiting to watch this game. And I'm telling you, our defense is going to show up, man. I have a feeling, man, like they're going to perform like the Seahawks did against Denver. Like, you remember that Super Bowl?
Yeah.
How much Seattle dominated. And I'm not going to say anything else, but I think they're going to come out and dominate, man.
Yeah.
I feel it, man. I just feel it. I feel it.
I mean,
It's going to be
and when you get a chance, look down through the schedule that the Chiefs went. I'm looking at. They started off at Jacksonville. Who could Jacksonville whoop? Nobody. Oakland. They beat Baltimore. That's the only good team they beat. Detroit whooped them. Mahomes was on the field. Indiana beat them. Mahomes was on the field, but he didn't have Tyreek Hill. Here's the thing: what does that tell any defense? Slows Tyreek Hill down, and they all of a sudden they can't play. See, I really people look at some strange things. They barely beat.
Hey,
Many.
listen, man, their last
Lost to Green
2
Bay.
games they won by coming back. They came back against bum teams. Man, let me tell you something. If Tennessee would have made better decisions, man, they might have beat Kansas City.
I'm
But
glad.
look at how quick Ryan Tannehill marched downfield and scored on Kansas City.
See,
They marched down that field pretty damn quick. And if
that's what I'm
Ryan
talking
Tannehill can do it,
and he ain't
and
that kind
Jimmy
of
G's way
quarterback.
better.
But fam, we got to stop. Let me. I'll be looking for you. I'm gonna try to make it tomorrow. There could be a problem, but tomorrow or definitely the next day. All right.
Yes, sir. Ronbo, I just want to give a shout out to you and your whole platform that you give the 49ers, and I appreciate your show, man. I love your show.
Thanks,
It's
man.
awesome. And let me give a shout out to all the Niner faithful and the whole empire. And let's show up and let's kick some ass Sunday, man. And let's prove everybody wrong. Bless you, brother.
Thanks,
Good night.
Omar. Back at you, fam. I'll see you a little later. All right. There's
Yes,
Omar
sir. Take care, bud.
representing Dade City Empire. Mel.
Bang, bang, you know what time it is when you hear that double bang go.
Yes.
What's good, Ronbo? How you feeling, my bro?
I'm trying to understand. I'm looking at the Chiefs, and the Chiefs should have been 15-1 or 16 or something. But I'm I'm looking at the schedule. I'm saying, you know what? I don't look who they played and look who we played. And they lost to Green Bay. And they barely beat Minnie. Yet they supposed to beat our ass?
Nah, the Chiefs are dead, Ronbo. They out of here. It's about to be the quest for 6 is almost over, man. It's about to be stairway to 7. Real talk.
I like that. On the stairway to 7. Mel, that was good. I like that.
Yeah, man. I'm confident, Ronbo. Our boys look poised, focused, relaxed. They look like they just really want to handle business. And all of this other fodder is just ammunition from what the media analysts are saying. And can Jimmy G do it? Kyle doesn't trust Jimmy G. After he threw that interception, Kyle just let the ball because he doesn't trust him. Like, yo, y'all have no idea what you're talking about. Then we got to keep hearing about how fast the Chiefs are. Man, this is the NFL. Everybody's fast, man. Everybody's fast. And
we can't even see
We
it.
have some of we have some of the fastest people in the league on our roster. Our defense had to stick Marquise Goodwin all throughout camp. So it's not like fast people are just going to shut everything down. Yeah, they run fast 40 times too, but game speed is different, man. Our guys are.
You got to be able to run routes and cuts. I mean, yeah.
Right. When you want to look at game speed, man, we don't have any deficiencies in speed. Get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait, man. It's about to be Christmas all over again.
And here's the thing nobody's talking about, Mel. You can reflect on that for a minute, too. Why is it that they think the Chiefs' defense can stop the 49ers' offense while nobody else can?
I don't know, man. It's crazy. They keep trying to use their last performance against Tennessee.
Oh, yeah.
And how they stopped. I mean, they're trying to use that as far as if they can stop that running game, then they can stop
any running game.
It's two totally different offenses.
Oh,
that Tennessee, that's like the power I formations, and it's just the wing T, 2 yards in a cloud of dust.
There's no sophistication to that run game. They don't.
Right.
You're not going to see these traps and stunts.
Right.
Pre-snap movements.
You don't even know who has the ball until the ball is 5-6 yards up the field, and then they find out that we have the ball after that. Man, it's too much going on. But again, man, they'll see. I hope that the Chiefs defense goes into that game feeling the same way as their fans do, talking about if we stop Tennessee, we can stop San Francisco, because they're going to be totally lost, and it's going to be a long day for them.
That's what I'm saying. People underestimate and talk about the 49ers like we can't play, ain't beat nobody. I mean, that's just absurd. So that's why, and the dude hit me up on Twitter, man, Chiefs beat this team you couldn't beat. Oh, here we go. You guys beat Lamar early in the season, and now you think okay. Go ahead. You got me. I couldn't even say nothing.
Right.
Jesus. So,
he's a goofball.
It's all right. They're gonna find out soon. The 49ers defense has then gotten to the point now. The sophistication on both sides of the ball now is light years ahead of what they're doing in Kansas City. If they think they can go in there and play the same defense they did to Derrick Henry to stop the 49ers run game, they're going to be sorely, sorely mistaken. I can't wait.
That's a fact. But
Mel. Yeah.
I'll catch you tomorrow, Ronbo.
All right, Mel. Be looking for you too, fam.
I need one of those white hoodies and pants that they had on there.
I know. They got to put those on sale after the series. Because, man, everybody wants that.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
All right, Mel.
All right,
Talk
Rob.
to you later. Let's see, somebody pointed out something that I was thinking about, but I didn't want to ask silly about it. 49ers Empire says Mahomes, his own teammate, said he sounds like Kermit the Frog when he... You know what I mean? Every time I've listened to him, I've always thought there's something hilarious about his voice. He's always talking like, well, you know, the thing is, Piggy and I are probably going to get married right after this Super Bowl, and we're probably going to have several players who can play football just good. I know it's not. I'm just playing, but Patrick does have. He does have a funny sound. I thought it was just me that noticed. Oh, Piggy, go on, look. Hey, Justin, this just in. Oh, God. Justin, come here, Justin, please. Justin. All right. Justin, Justin, we'll be back in a little bit. Hey, Dion.
Ronbo.
Dion, you know, I love it when they put the stats up on the screen. They showed up both categories, both teams. The 49ers have one category, and they're far ahead in so many categories. And then the bottom line is the Patriots are favored to win this game. Only thing they got is Patrick Mahomes, and they expect Mahomes to be this all by himself. So, you know, I'm saying, you know, I don't get this, y'all. So anyway, Dion, reflect upon this, please.
Brother, you just leave that man alone with his voice.
I was wondering if anybody else noticed. I noticed a long time ago, but I said, does Patrick sound like somebody familiar?
Look, man, this is a real simple situation.
Fozzie.
We're ready for anything that they're going to throw at us, and no one cares about all these media commentators and all the crap they're talking, you know what I'm saying, about how we don't exist and how the only thing that exists is Patrick Mahomes and all this other stuff. It's all irrelevant. They already know at the end of the day, if you notice, in interviews, we're humble, we're quiet, we're chill. The Chiefs are the ones out there running their mouth. They got everything under the sun that they got to say. And we have nothing that we got to say. We just want to be real humble, real chill, and go out there and keep it pushing. And I'm telling you right now, when you look at it, it's going to be a situation where Tyreek Hill is going to get outrun by Matt Breida because he has no idea what's coming his way. And I'm telling you right now, Frank Clark, that you are a dummy for running your mouth because you just got your quarterback killed. You know, Patrick Mahomes going to be laying on the ground.
If I was Patrick, I'd tell Frank, could you chill, please? Please, man. God, Frank.
He's gonna be laying on the ground. Hey, Frank, you should have came and helped me out, man. Why did you send back up, man? It is. It's really hilarious, man. It's not. There's nothing that they can do to be able to beat us in this game. And I like the fact that our offense is non-existent. Oh, the Chiefs defense has picked up everything under the sun. They're great. They're this, they're that. Continue to keep talking like that, people. I want you to. So to me, it doesn't even matter anymore. Go right ahead. Have all the fun you want. When we come out there and we kick their ass, it's going to be a whole nother situation.
Especially if it takes place early in the game. I figured the first, because the thing is, Dion, this team seems to have a problem with the opening quarter. If they let the 49ers jump out to a huge lead, I guess people in Miami know they're going to get bored for the rest of that game. 49ers going to step on their neck if they get out to a 24, 20. Anything above 21? Oh, man. Patrick, you can do anything you want to do, man. Y'all ain't going to get back in that game.
Yeah,
Not this
if
one.
we get up on them, if we get up on them, you know what I'm saying, by 21, if we get up on them like what's the name did? Oh no, it's a wrap. You can
The Texans? 20 was it 24 to nothing?
We get up there because we know how to run the ball, and we will guarantee. I guarantee you, Kyle Shanahan will run that clock out. There'll be nothing you can do.
Not only that, if they got 24 points of 49ers, that means in the first quarter or first half, that means they're getting ready to score 30 plus. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying, go ahead, y'all get behind. Fine, see what happens this time. We're going to show you what happens when you get behind. Texans, they didn't bring nothing with them, apparently.
Against the 49ers, you just basically committed a sin because it's going to be the end of your run, and he run near the Super Bowl, and Andy Reid's going to know that, and he's going to look and be like, damn, guys, we're done for because all we'll do is run the ball and run that clock out, and everybody's going to look and go, oh, Jimmy G didn't do anything.
Yeah,
God,
you know they're going to do it. Well, Jimmy G had nothing to do with that victory. Thank God he's got, and Stephen A. Smith, I told y'all, he'll be all right, but he ain't going to beat Patrick Mahomes. I said, Stephen, who won the game?
Right. Let the commentators and the haters keep talking. It's all going to be the same thing. At the end of the day, you know what Jimmy's going to have? A ring. He ain't going to have nothing. Everybody else in there doing all that talking and all that yip-yapping and jaw-jacking, as Uncle Snoop would say. Y'all going to be sitting there doing all that, and it ain't going to change nothing. Jimmy is still going to have a ring. You're still going to have nothing. Dwayne Weaver's still going to be sitting on the couch, with no ring, looking like trash for the last few years of his career. And it's all going to be the same situation. So I ain't worried about it.
Yeah.
I tell you, it's going to be easy. It's going to be an easy victory. Because we can just sit there and laugh at everybody, and they're going to be like, oh, man, y'all should stay humble. Why should we be humble when you guys are running your mouth? What's the point?
Well, tell you what, D, I'm gonna see. Hopefully, to see you tomorrow. Otherwise, I'm gonna see you just a little while before the Super Bowl. It's gonna be getting scary this weekend. Oh, starting Friday night. No mistakes, Niners. Just go out there and do what you do.
Oh yeah. Don't worry about it, man. Quest 6 is still alive. We're gonna go out there and get him going.
All right, fam. I'll talk to you later.
All right, Ronbo. Be easy, man.
Yep. I can really see, too. You got to figure, as Patrick's laying in the dirt, hey, Frank, this is your fault. Can you come over and give me a hand, please? How about you play some offensive line for a while? Hey, Sergio. I got me started on Kermit, man. I can't stop.
Ronbo.
Yes, Sergio. Sergio.
Can you give me the next 2 more calls? I'm taking a shower, my bad.
Well, Sergio, I probably could do that because I got Fozzie and I got the great. Gonzo's waiting as well. All right, I'll be back.
All right.
Sergio didn't get Eli. Come on in, Eli. Hey, Fozzie, you want to join me for a song here about till we get somebody on the phone? I'm ready. Let's go. Hey, Phil. I'm running everybody off. They don't know who it is. Phil, it's me, Phil. Who is this? Phil, is that
Ronbo,
you?
You there?
Yes. I'm waiting for you, Phil.
All right. I got whacked 3 times coming onto your phone. It's all of a sudden I got 3 times cut off.
Oh, no. That means that thing is really working overtime tonight. Guy, I'll explain. If you're coming on the phone, you're getting cut. It's a glitch in the system. It's not us. I don't know what's going on. But anyway.
I know.
Oh, God.
But
Phil,
anyway, I'm here. I'm now. Let's go.
All right, Phil.
But anyway.
Let's hear what you've got to say about this weekend's game and Will the 49ers dominate, or are the haters going to be absolutely right? I mean, I'm doing my Patrick Mahomes voice tonight.
I like the Niners D. You know what? I like Jimmy G and Solomon T to be the outstanding players of the game.
Oh, God, that'd be so awesome. Because the rest of those guys are just awesome. They know it. But to vault Solomon in this, and Jimmy G could probably expect something like that, because quite frankly, he's probably going to have something to do with this game.
I just think that it's a gut feeling, and I could be gut wrong, but I just think that those guys are going to come through finally, and we're all going to be eating crow.
Mm-hmm.
But the other thing is, I've been having arguments with Florio, Chris Sims, some of the other guys that have picked
the big cat. The big cat's usually on our side for some reason, though.
No. This is about who's going to be the dominating team going into the future.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
And I point out the fact that the Ravens, and they always pick the Ravens, the Chiefs, and then the 49ers. My case is the Ravens and the Chiefs haven't signed their quarterback yet. They're still on rookie contracts. And once they do, both those teams are going to have to cut a lot of players. And next year, the Chiefs are going to have to sign Mahomes. And what do you think he's going to ask for?
The entire city of Kansas City.
Exactly.
Woo, he's going to get paid.
He only has $20 million in cap space, and they're going to sign Mahomes for $35 million. They're going to have to cut a lot of guys. A lot of guys. So, I don't see them as the dominating team, because when you don't have your quarterback signed, it's not going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And the same thing goes for Lamar Jackson. He's going to demand a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to win the MVP.
Mm-hmm.
We've got our quarterback signed.
Mm-hmm. And
right?
a solid cast.
And he's probably going to take less money in the future because he's got the same agent as Tom Brady, who took less money to win Super Bowls. And I think Jimmy G, and I think he's going to renegotiate his contract. I think he's going to I think the 49ers are in much better shape than all these other teams.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're going to win multiple Super Bowls
Mm-hmm.
over the next few years. And that's my argument.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're in much better shape than those other teams.
Definitely.
And I think we're going to win this one. And what can I say?
No,
we're all going to be wrong.
And look who we got building the team, Phil. They use an expertise and that's way ahead of everybody else. The 49ers are drafting and getting picks, not first-round picks, but the first-round picks, yes. But in the middle rounds, we've got gems. These guys are good. The only thing I worry about losing, Phil, is Mayhew and also Peters. Those are the guys I worry about losing. These guys in combination are amazing. Just amazing.
Who was that you saying? I didn't catch that, Ronbo.
Adam Peters and Martin Mayhew. Those are the guys I worry about losing. John Lynch's right-hand men. They've got a lot to do with what's going on.
He's not going to lose them for at least 2 years.
I hope not. Bill,
You know why? Because they don't think the 49ers are there. It's like this old guard. And I just don't, you know what? I love it because they're not thinking Kyle Shanahan is the best coach in football. They're not thinking, John Lynch is a very smart guy.
Man, that's...
you know what? The fact that you said John Lynch went down to Richard Sherman and told him about Kobe,
Yeah.
means that John Lynch knew about Richard Sherman's
Relationship
with Kobe.
Yeah.
This is family, man.
Yeah.
This is family.
That's what I wanted.
And I tell you what, this is what wins in football.
Family. Atmospheres, exactly.
And
Phil,
that's what brings in players. Family.
Absolutely. And winning,
I
too.
think
Combination of the two.
Has got the base to do it all for a long time.
Phil, we got to pump the brakes. So Phil, let me see it. Maybe I'm hoping to be back tomorrow, but maybe the next day. Okay. But
anyway, I'm
a
little emotional about this, but I really think that's a fact. We've got a family here.
We do, Phil. We absolutely do, and you know this.
And
Everybody
I'm
knows.
I'm really proud of this team. I'm really proud of this team. I'm sorry, but I'm really proud of it.
And you should be.
I'm one of the. I'm just
right.
as a season ticket holder. I'm really proud of this team.
But Phil, we really got to go. It's late. I'm going to try to get to the East Coast if I can.
Ronbo.
All right, fam.
All right. Take care, man.
You too.
Bye.
See you on Thursday. All right. And we go to. Let's go ahead and say, hey, Scooter, are you available? Scooter? Okay, let's go to dollar bill. No. My mistake. $2 bill. It's BM.
Talk to me, Ronbo.
Talk
to me, Ronbo.
Are you rolling down the road?
Yeah.
You
know I'm rolling, Ronbo. I gotta get paid, baby. I'm trying to get paid like the 49ers is on Sunday. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's gonna be big. Just the playoff money this year is just insane. So no matter what they get paid from the front office, the playoff cash, the Super Bowl money. BM. But BM,
nice,
you know, BM, give me more volume. Can't hear you.
I say it's going to be nice. It's going to be real nice.
BM, man, I tell you what, BM. But listen, BM, tonight I started off. I wanted to put the Mamba in the clubhouse, and it looks like he's going to be rolling with us on this weekend. Richard Sherman, him are close. Some of the other guys. But here's the thing: we've moved on over to why is it that anybody suspects the Chiefs just go whoop the 40. Somebody said in the beginning, Chiefs go blow the 49ers out. What? With what? You know, they barely beat some teams and the 49ers ran over. They played that last few games of the schedule anybody could have beat. And now they supposed to blow us out? What is the matter with this?
Hey man, it's like you guys. I was listening to you guys for a while. My partner, he is a Lions fan, and I didn't want to admit it, but the Lions actually beat their ass.
Yes.
They called a bullshit holding, or didn't call a holding call or whatever it was. Gave the Chiefs a first down, whatever, however it did, but they should have lost to the Lions. There's a couple of games they should have lost to. You know, when they lost to the Chiefs, I looked at not the Chiefs, but when they lost to the Titans, man, I looked at their record. And I looked at who they played the remainder of the season.
Ain't played nobody.
The only playoff team you played was the Patriots, the beat-up Patriots.
The beat-up Patriots, right?
Me? So, I mean, when I sit back and I look, they blew out the guppies that they should have blew out. But the teams that they, you know what I'm saying, like the Patriots, they barely beat them. That's the best team you played, though. You get to the playoffs like we've been saying. You shouldn't have beat the Texans. Okay, the Titans, they only had Derrick Henry. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Had they been a little bit more prepared and a little bit more scheme, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Had the Patriots not lost to Miami, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Had they had to go to Baltimore, we probably wouldn't be having this conversation. So, they came out lucky. The one thing that I don't want, Ronbo, I don't want us to go in there and kick their ass, and then they say, Well, the only reason the 49ers won was because Kobe died. Come on.
I hadn't even thought about
you know
that.
What I'm saying?
Oh, man.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. The 49ers is finna play for the whole state of California. They probably extremely are finna play for Kobe. Kobe left behind something that Michael Jordan didn't have. He left behind a mentality. Mamba mentality. And I believe we're going to go into the game Sunday with that Mamba mentality. We going in there to seek, destroy, kill, hit everything moving, and let the motherfucking paramedics sort them out. We ain't worried about that, man. Hey, look, man, we focus. If this is a business trip, we got all summer and all the rest of this winter, you know what I'm saying, to enjoy and celebrate after business is handled Sunday. And that, from what all the interviews I've been watching, it looked like both teams are keyed in. But it's just something that they're not talking about us, and I'm glad they're not. Keep us not being talked about because it's only going to fuel the fire.
And continue to pump Andy Reid, and he deserves a championship more than the 49ers do. BL, we got to go. I tell you what, I'm going to see you Thursday.
All day, baby. You be safe, man. Hey, faithful, yeah, man. Y'all hold it down, man. I enjoy hearing y'all boys' conversation. Enjoy hearing what you think. You know how we. Hey, last thing, Ronbo. Last thing.
Listen.
They talk about the Chiefs, and they talk about Patrick Mahomes and Frank Clark. He's saying this, and Tyreek Hill. He's saying that. But hey, all these analysts. They giving their scores and they putting the Niners down, and they still don't think we have Kane. But guess what, Ronbo?
We do.
The football game still has to be played.
Ow!
So all that shit that the analysts and Frank Clark and Tyreek Hill, all of that you saying, you still got to come out here and play the game Sunday.
That is right. All right, B-Ham, let me go. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna see you day after tomorrow because I know you're gonna be out there, fam. All right.
Oh yeah. Hey, day after tomorrow, I'm gonna start up my pre-Super Bowl festivities, so I'll probably be getting drunk by then, baby. Hold it down, Ronbo.
All right, fam. Drive carefully out there, B-Ham.
All right.
See you later.
Be safe, man.
Oh, and I know. Hey, Dancing with Nintendo Stars. Thanks for that contribution, fam. He says, this is supposed to be a happy week for the Niner fans. And we can't even enjoy any Super Bowl coverage without the damn press putting the Niners down. And it's the gospel truth. Somebody was worried that people would stop watching. If they're so worried about that, then stop flashing the stats. Because they're so one-sided, except, of course, for the one category where the quarterback has a better QBR and all that stuff. But other than that, they drag behind the 49ers, and in some categories, really badly. So if you think that they're going to go in there and just beat the 49ers up, based on what? Justin, are you in yet? Justin. Justin, are you doing your homework or what? Where you at, Justin? All right, let's go to the great Gonzo. Hey, Eli. Are you ready, Eli? Uh-oh. Well, it looks like Eli's going to have to get his rest for the night. I understand. It's pretty late. I'm not sure where Eli is. Last time I saw Eli, he was riding down the street in Modesto. Hey, Scooter. Hey, Sergio.
Ronbo, I hear people snoring because they're imagining the Chiefs game against us.
Hey, Sergio, there is a danger of that. If the 49ers come out there as focused, like I think they're going to be, that game could get out of hand kind of early. See, because in contrary to what people think, the Chiefs' defense isn't going to stop the 49ers.
Ronbo, the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, are not going to be able to stop the Kyles, the Mikes. Like, they're not going to stop the Shanahans. Man, come on. You got those two guys against the Chiefs. It's not us against
Belichick couldn't
the Chiefs.
stop Shanahan. So how's Spagnuolo going to stop Shanahan? Come on, man.
I was watching Skip Bayless just now, and he was saying something about
Jimmy G
when he won the championship with the Broncos, when Mike Shanahan won the championship. You know how many yards John Elway had in that Super Bowl?
Yeah, I remember them talking about that. How many?
3 yards.
Well, how many?
123. So
that's what happens in the Super Bowl.
With the 49ers, they're doing the same thing they did with the Broncos. They're coming out with the running game. They ain't using the quarterback as much.
And your wide receiver?
We're going to expect the same thing.
Edelman last year got MVP. Why? Because the Rams weren't doing anything but standing around watching. I mean, the Rams just got beat up. I mean, that wasn't a game. How much was the score in that game? 13-3 or something like that? Or, I mean.
Yeah, it was a low-scoring game.
Oh, yes. But the thing is, that's not.
I don't know, man. We got the masterminds on our side. We got the running game on our side. We got the defense on our side.
Now, how are we supposed to lose? I'll be surprised.
I know. That's why I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how everybody's talking about how the Chiefs are gonna blow us out. I'm gonna use a line that Mayweather. I'm gonna use a line that Money Mayweather used against all the haters. I'm gonna use it against all the analysts and all the Chiefs fans. You can't play for them. When they're on the field, you cannot play for them. So talk all you want, but you can't play for them.
Tell him like Rocky Balboa's wife told him before he faced Clubber Lang, "You can't win." Yeah, yo, Adrian, you thought I was going to regularly.
Did you see how fresh everybody looked coming out the plane, standing on stage, all in white? It was like heaven.
It's funny, huh? Except for Shanahan. Shanahan wore jet black. It was pretty funny. Mick Shanahan looked like the leader of the group.
He showed up to the Chiefs' funeral.
Eli,
man, he knew,
I can't believe Eli, we ran out of clock. All right, Eli, let me see you Thursday, huh?
All right.
All right,
All right, Ronbo.
Appreciate
See you
you.
later, man.
Have a good night. Sergio, I'm sorry. I wish the name would stay up there long enough for me. Hey, James! Uh-oh. One thing James knows not to do, though, he never leaves his phone on so we can catch James going. I went out Kermit stores.
Putting a chair. I ain't put the chair over there. Part of the kid.
I'm sorry.
No.
Hey, Elliot.
What's up, Ronbo? Niner Nation is in the building.
No, Elliot, it's Niner Empire. Remember that.
Niner Empire, man. I'm a part of Niner Nation.
Oh my God. Oh, okay.
It's the nation, bro.
People hate that, Elliot.
I ain't got nothing to do. I understand what you're saying, boss, but I'm a part of the Niner Nation.
Okay.
It's a nation of us out here.
All right.
But dig this, though, Ronbo. Let me ask you something. What you want to do? You want to laugh now or you want to laugh later?
I'm going to laugh now and later. All right, because I already got this planned.
Okay.
But go ahead. Give me both.
Let's start with Frank Clark, man.
Frank is so clueless. He has no idea what he's talking about. You can tell he's never been here before. He doesn't know what to do. Frank, shut up. Oh, man.
Look, man. Did this, Robbo. That man he said he was the best defensive end of the league, man. That man got 8 sacks. Man, D4 didn't even play half the season, and he gave only a sack and a half away from him.
You're right. I think D played exactly a half a season. Maybe.
You ain't even get double digits, but you over there talking about I'm the best, this, that. We ain't even talked about you all year till you got here. What you talking about?
Elliot, last year when D was there, he had 13 sacks. So they lost production, not gained it. If Frank is smart, which he's not, you can see, he would be quiet and be glad that nobody's talking about how things went down after he arrived. What's wrong with him? Dude is strange.
Do he understand that Mahomes needs to just go tap him on the shoulder and say, I appreciate all of your enthusiasm, but this is the all-pro you talking about, man, and this dude going to be fired up already just to play the team. You trying to fire him up to kill me? What you doing, Clark?
Hey, you know what, though? He would confront – Clark is strange. He would confront Holmes, I promise you. Mahomes would be sitting there wondering, what? You know, I'm Frank Clark, man. You don't come talking to me. You better try to respect me, man. I'm Compton. Dude.
Man, I think what it is for him is he just trying to use this to get his shine on, man, so he can get some money or something or get his name out there. That's all that is, man. We ain't talked about him all season, man, at all. We talked about the Minnesota Vikings defensive line. We ain't talked about nobody on their line. The best we talked about their line was when they got Terrell Suggs. That's when it was like, oh, they got him. They got Terrell Suggs. They got an actual defensive player. Frank Clark, no, we ain't said nothing about it. This dude went his first 6 games with 1 sack.
And was having trouble.
He didn't get none against Detroit.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know why Frank Clark got licensed or where to get a license to start talking smack. I just don't get it. And half the time, nobody even asks him about these things. He's just volunteering, taking shots at people. George Kittle is his second best tight end in the NFL. Frank. George was voted first team All-Pro. Okay?
All-Pro. All-Pro, man.
Quiet.
Look, man, like I said, I think he's just taking his chance to get his face out there, his name out there, because don't nobody even, if I ask a few friends about Frank Clark, they're going to be like, who?
Yeah, I know.
The guy who played for what team again?
But look what he's getting famous for.
He played for Seattle?
Oh. And then asked for too much money. And Seattle knew better. Frank, we wish you luck. Go ahead, man. Frank, we're going to help you out. We're going to trade your ass.
Well, like if you that bad of a motherfucker, why would they trade you, bro? They got rid of your ass for nothing. So what is you saying, Clark? Man, would you stop it and go sit down? I just want to say this, though, Ronbo. I need y'all to understand this, man. And every 49er fans, please listen up. This whole stuff about what the media is saying and all that, it's propaganda, man. It's only so that they I keep saying it, I'm going to say it again.
Drum up interest.
They are in it with Vegas. They are in it with Vegas, man. They are in it with Vegas because they cannot sell this game if they talk about the X factor of it all, which is our offense versus their defense. This dude Spagnuolo might get fired after this. He's going to be spaghetti.
Quiet, it's being kept.
I'm trying to tell you. Look, what they keeping it for what it is. Yo, Jimmy G can't do it, but they ain't saying the running game. I really hope to be honest with you, bro, I hope Jimmy G come out. I hope they fuck him up and do this. Come out, throw the ball, we get up an early lead, and then run the ball the rest of the game, and then let me see what y'all got to say.
Elliot,
we just go have a good time laughing at y'all.
I promise you, if the 49ers jump out to a big lead behind Jimmy working all in, moving D-Bowl, George, and everybody else out there just tearing them up, guaranteed the second half's going to be about Mostert and TC the whole game. And they're going to sit there. Well, Jimmy G didn't do it. Jimmy G did it. Look at the score. That's the same score it was in the first half, and they got 7. The Chiefs got 17 points like the 49ers always like to give up. Ain't nothing happening.
God. Because they can't do what they've been doing these past 2 games against us, which is starting out slow. That's not going to happen.
And then come and snatch us from behind. Come on, man.
If Green Bay had to beat us, this whole narrative would be different. But they can't sell this story, man. They can't sell this game. The Vegas can't make their money if they go out and be honest about the whole thing because everybody gonna win betting on the 49ers.
Yeah,
Trying to
gotta
make sure
build a
everybody
story.
lose betting on these Kansas City Chiefs.
There you go. Ellie, we got to pull up, fam. Let me see you. I'll be back Thursday for sure. Or maybe back tomorrow.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
All right, Bill.
I just wanted to get them 2 points out there, man. Y'all have a good time, man, like I'm doing, dog, all week long. It's on.
All right.
See y'all later, dog.
All right, Elliot. Have a good night. And we go.
And now, we'll continue the show. Let's go on over to $2 bill.
What's
Gold
up, Ronbo?
money. Thanks, fam. It says Stephen A. stands. Wait. Stephen A. stands for a-hole. Porn star Jimmy will be the MVP. Gold money.
Can you hear me, Ronbo?
Yes. Hey, Bill.
All right, I want you to pay really close attention to what I'm about to tell you. And
Okay,
I hope our team hears this.
I'm all
I hope our
ears.
team hears this. White House, Texas, at 9 o'clock, Fox 51 announced Saturday they are having a Super Bowl victory parade. Before the Super Bowl, they said they are making February 2nd National Mahomes Day on his Super Bowl victory against the San Francisco 49ers, that it is scripted for the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl. Do not believe me? Look up Patrick Mahomes, February 2nd, Fox 51, National Mahomes Day in White House, Texas.
Did you say what? Fox 51, and it's Patrick Mahomes Day, and is Patrick from White House, Texas?
Yeah.
Well, okay.
So they say that we're going to lose the Super Bowl, that it is scripted, and a lot of the people here, I'm not saying it, but I'm hearing it from the word of mouth. I'm repeating what they're saying.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it is. They're saying that it is scripted, and it is confirmed that Roger Goodell is going to give the Kansas City Chiefs the Super Bowl champion.
And that information would get out publicly is interesting, you got to admit.
And everybody here in Texas is saying Mahomes is going to win it, that they're going to go ahead and issue out the Super Bowl champion, custom made to all the people here, and they give it to all the Chiefs fans after the Super Bowl. But it's already been confirmed the Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl. That's what they said.
But Bill, some of your sources also had it scripted that the Vikings were. Was that the Vikings or the Patriots or the Packers? Yeah, weren't the Packers supposed to be scripted to win too?
Yes.
Yeah. Because they wanted to relive the Packers and Chiefs 50 years ago game, right? Yeah. So I promise
you, if that game gets thrown, I'm going to be mad.
Yeah. Well, as I say, if you could take the example of the hopefulness that the Patricks, what could be the Patrick Mahomes, the Patriots versus the Packers versus Chiefs. If that didn't happen, Bill, I don't know. I got a feeling it's probably not going to work because it's kind of hard to practice the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
So
I'm talking about bogus calls not called, and I'm gonna be watching that. But this season, I'm not doing this in belief of me. I want the team to know that they've already crowned the Chiefs champions here in Texas.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm not surprised though. I mean, the folks in Texas, after the Texans let them down and the Cowboys let them down, they got to at least root from a kid from Texas. So it gives them a little bit of hope. Good God, Bill! The clock ran out already. Bill, let me see it. Let's see it Thursday.
Give me a Niners shout out, and I got some good news to announce on the night of the Super Bowl. I'm not announcing it before. I'm going to announce it. It's some good news I found out on after the Super Bowl on Sunday. I'm going to announce that. But I hope the Niners beat the bricks off the Chiefs and see these guys cry. But give me a Niners shout out.
I can do that. A Niner! Bill and Shania. Bill, you got it, fam. All right.
I got one more thing to say before I go. Remember Muhammad Ali saying that they got him picked? Remember that statement?
I tell
there you go.
All right, Bill. Have a great night. Let's do this. quick clock. All right.
Oh, and there looks like another message from Dancing with Nintendo Stars. It says, to the people who don't know, it's Niner Empire because nations crumble. And by the way, I'd like to add to that's what we do. We conquer nations. That's why we're an empire, Elliot.
Oh, don't get me started. You know what? I can see right now this is going to become a problem. I can't stop doing that.
Let's go over to Justin. Justin.
I need two guys. Where's those guys up in the booth making those jokes? Harold.
What's up, Ronbo?
Harold. Hey, Justin. Justin, man, it's.
What's up, Ronbo?
I'm just enjoying tonight being Patrick Mahomes' voice. You know, every time Patrick, I thought there was something interesting about Patrick Mahomes every time he talked, but somebody pointed out tonight that even his teammates thought he sounded like a frog when he came into the huddle. At first, I thought it was Kermit.
You know,
he does remind me of Kermit.
so no one's bringing this up. So, you know, Trent Dilfer used to play with us, but he had a great point I think it was 2 days ago. So. Okay. The Super Bowl that we played against the Marino and then the other one, they were talking about Marino's good quarter, blah blah blah, and then you know what happened. We ended up just smoking both of them, and so I'm looking at this and I'm like, Mahomes is a good. He's a pocket quarterback, you know. He doesn't really move outside the pocket only when he has to, you know. But I'm not worried that we're going to give up a 27-yard touchdown like the Titans did.
No, 49ers aren't
afraid to tackle
big,
him, apparently.
They just don't give up big plays. You might get one, but that's not going to happen all afternoon. And that's what they like to do, bomb downfield. Well, go ahead. Bomb downfield. I can't wait. Sherman's going to have a field day.
Mm-hmm. No, so I'm excited about this game. I can't wait. I think everybody's like, all right, let's go. But I think these 3 days, you know, Frank Clark. Okay, let me just say this. We've never seen you before, man. Last year we played against you. For these past 3 seasons we played against you 8 times, and you only had 3.5 sacks against us. What? Like,
and that was during a time when the team was really not that good. I mean, we were okay, but we weren't nearly.
We had Beckford.
Frank wouldn't get nothing. Now he ain't gonna get nothing Sunday. Chump. God. Justin?
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know why you're biting the hand that's feeding you, and he's doing that right now.
And like I said, he's replacing D Ford, and now he's taking shots at D Ford, who outplayed him by how many snaps? I mean, how many sacks? D had 13 sacks this year. Frank hasn't gotten broken double digits yet he thinks he's got a right to talk smack about D Ford. Well, you know, you got to be pretty stupid to line up off sides. I mean, I would never do. Frank, do you realize how stupid you sound right now? What are you talking about? And what's that got to do with anything? Why don't you just take care of Frank and let D alone? No. Every time they ask him, well, you got to be pretty low down. Oh, my God. Frank.
The old saying is, don't poke a sleeping bear, and that's what he did. Yeah. And it may have cost him. So.
We should thank him for that, Justin. Yeah. If D Ford wasn't feeling well or maybe the leg was hurting a little bit and he didn't feel real inspired and he's just thinking, I got to just make it through this game. D's probably now thinking, oh, I'm so ready to play. What did he say?
Yeah.
No, I ain't going to let it get to me. I'll just go out there and play my game. See, so, you know, it's interesting to watch. We'll see.
Well, Ronbo, have a good night. And, you know, another gang, stay faithful and be safe, everyone.
All right, Justin.
To everyone.
All right, fam. Good to hear from you. I'll talk to you Thursday. Yeah.
I'm going to go sleep now. I have work at 7.
You'll make it, too. All right. Night, Justin.
Well, all right. Have a good night.
Oh, I got those guys. Hey, those guys are named Statler and Waldorf. Hey, How many Frank Clarks does it take to make one tackle? Yeah, there's it. Hey, there you go, guys. I was just kidding on that, but let's work on that. Hey, Harold.
Oh, hey, Ronbo. Hey, this is Patrick Mahomes.
It's Patrick Mahomes. Hey, Patrick.
This is Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm Patrick Mahomes. You're Patrick too.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we got
great.
Hey, go ahead.
I just don't like. I don't appreciate you. I don't appreciate you making fun of me for my current voice. You know, I'm very sensitive.
Well, I didn't really mean to hit a note. Well, I'm really a huge fan, and I enjoy when you talk. It's just something special about the way your voice resonates and the things you say with the enthusiasm that you say them with. Like that joke about beating the 49ers, hopefully.
Wait, Stanley, blah, blah, blah. We've got to get serious. Harold!
What's up, man? I'm enjoying it, man. I'm cool if you do that for the rest of the show. You do it pretty good, man.
I know. Because I was watching him for the longest time. There's something strange about the way Patrick Mahomes talk. But I don't want to get into that too much when I'm watching him. But somebody pointed out tonight, 49ers Empire, he's right. I thought it was just me that noticed that. Mahomes does sound a little funny. But he's a good football player. I ain't going to take that away from him. He can quarterback. Harold, I've never in my life seen a quarterback do what Mahomes has done. Some of the throws he makes, that no-look pass, throwing with his left hand, I'm still waiting for him to throw one behind the back. Probably when he does that, it's going to get picked off. But that dude has no fear of throwing them NBA passes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I used to think that Aaron Rodgers was probably the best quarterback that I had watched, man. And until I seen this
making
guy,
throws,
man, he's doing unbelievable things, man. Yeah. And he's mobile. That's the crazy thing. He can do it while running, and he's smart. He doesn't turn the ball over, really, man.
No, he's only got a few INTs.
He's very safe. He's very safe with the ball. So
boy throws it away.
We got our work cut out for him. We got our work cut out for us. But I think our front four is we're gonna put some pressure on him. I think his old teammate D Ford is gonna get some payback against the Chiefs.
D wants to get him first. D probably told all the guys on the team, "Look, man, I know we playing as a team, and I love y'all. We all run you, but just let me have him now. Come on now, let me have the first. Nick, I know you, man. Don't be greedy now. I can just see him. Everybody wants a piece of Patrick.
Ouch, D4, you hit me kind of hard there. Yeah. Get off of me. Give me a break now.
As he gets up.
Hey, D, it's me, man. Are you mad?
I didn't tell Andy to trade you. It wasn't my fault. I wanted you.
Yeah, no, man.
Oh, but really, because the thing is, every year you watch, the dominant defense usually stops all that high-powered offense. You notice that? Peyton Manning, that year that they played the Seahawks, I says, you know what? Manning's going to tear the Seahawks, because I hated the Seahawks. Right? Manning's going to tear them a new butthole. They beat Manning's ass, and that's Peyton Manning. Yep. They beat Manning's, they beat him. Oh, my God. And Cam Newton. Here comes Cam, 15-1 Panthers, led by Cam Newton. God, that was brutal.
The 18-0 Patriots, they got hit by the Giants, and it's all the same formula. It's that front forward, man, that can get there with dropping 7. So, and that's exactly what we do, man. And
we got fast guys back there. All our linebackers are quick. So if y'all talk about physical game. That 5 yards coming off the line of eligibility to smack a man, oh, man, these guys will get brutalized.
I'll tell you what, though, we got to be ready for the screen game and the quick passes. They're a good screen team. I feel like Andy Reid, because of that pressure, he's going to have a million screens dialed up. So we're going to have
he better.
Screens, though.
Because they're going downfield, all he could do is end up getting Patrick hurt.
He's not going to have time. He's not going to have time for that, man.
So I'm looking, thinking. coverage will be tight enough. And Patrick can throw into, he can spot a man because he's good at dialing up through zones. And what he does, Harold, you notice Patrick he runs back about sometimes up to 10 yards so as to create that space up in front for his receivers to work. It's not really a screen as much as it is Patrick creating space for his guys to hurry up and get open. But if you've got a really fast defense, that's real risky. Because I watch the Chargers versus the Chiefs. You see what happens there? Chandler and Bosa was all over his ass. So that's what I'm saying. Now you got 4 guys. And you put Solomon T in there, you got 3 guys who are as fast as Mahomes. He runs, he will get caught. So
yeah,
this
and you know what?
I
actually like that. I actually like that guy Anthony Zettel we picked up too, man. He looks like
another
a pretty
guy.
good player, man. That's a pretty good
he
pickup.
hustles.
Yeah, I like him.
I call him Bosa Light.
Baby Bosa. Ooh, baby Bosa right there.
Harold, we're gonna go. Hey, Harold, let me see you Thursday if you get a chance, huh?
Yes, sir. I'll be back on Thursday.
All right, Patrick. I'll be looking for you, huh? Hey, say hi to Becker for me, too. I haven't seen him in a while.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for having me. It's a good time to talk to you.
Always
Tell you guys
a pleasure.
Take it easy on me
Always a
on
pleasure.
Sunday. All right, Ronbo.
Bye, Harold.
Please.
If anybody just tuned into this for the first time, the hell? Okay, let me explain. Okay, and blame 49ers Empire for making me laugh. I wasn't going to start picking on Mahomes. I've been noticing this for a long time. But every time I see him talk, I say, what's wrong with Patrick's voice? Why does he talk like that? He can't help it. Oh, Ellis. Ellis?
Yo, call.
Ellis.
Another one.
Yes. Ellis?
Go ahead, Chad. What's going on?
No. Ellis, tonight we're talking about the legacy left by the Mamba, who was until we got silly. We were talking about the fact that 49ers, the inspiration coming from Richard Sherman and his relationship, along with some other players on our team that have spoken out about how they feel about Kobe Bryant. It could be in play this weekend, along with Frank Clark saying things that are uncalled for about the 49ers. This could be interesting how the 49ers come at these guys. Last game of the year, all they got to do is put Mahomes in the dirt. I feel scared for him. I ain't lying. Ellis?
Yeah, what was your question?
No, Ellis. Ellis, what
you got some suspenseful things you over here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out.
No, Ellis, I'm just talking
which
about.
one is it?
Yeah, anyone you want to jump on, man. I mean, you can get from anything from the 49ers offense being underrated, not even mentioned by the media, to Richard Sherman bringing Kobe to the game, all that stuff. Where you going with it? Go ahead.
Yeah, it's I don't know what to do. Frank Clark, I haven't really followed up with. I just seen some things with him talking negative, but I didn't even look into it. I could care less about whatever the hell it is he got to say. It's that time of the year where if you're gonna talk some shit, I guess this is the time. This is the time to do it. Because everybody's gonna see on Sunday either which way. But as long as we can remain classy and stay out of the back and forth. We just come and really sock it to them, like I said, and just, put it on them. We let the tape speak for it. Like George Kittle always say, putting, great football on tape or whatever, just keeping it real, like, straight, focused and determined and disciplined. You know what I mean? The most is I think what we got in our favor as well. We're more disciplined than them. We got some maturity with everything that we got going on. Them not talking about us offensively, I'm not concerned about, just because considering the last 2 games we had and all we had to do was run to dominate, to clearly dominate our last 2 games. They're not looking at us as, as in the last 2 games, because Patrick Mahomes has had to use his arm a lot to come back, extend, to come back and then extend the leads, and it's been working for him. So there's just been a difference in the way that our quests have panned out. You know what I mean? And as a matter of fact, we've had it a little bit easier, though we've pretty much played better teams than them. we've had it a lot easier because we have a masterful coach, you know, and a system and a game plan that's, you know, to preserve life, you know what I'm saying, to preserve us and get us ready for, you know, when we need that extended fourth quarter or, you know, if we need to get on a run, you know what I mean? So I'm not worried about it.
And you know what it's going to come down to? It's going to come down to Andy Reid versus Robert Saleh. You know what? I'm starting to believe Robert Saleh is maybe slightly underrated for his brilliance out on that defensive call. Most of the time, whenever he calls a blitz, which ain't often, usually it's perfect timing. That strip of Rodgers by K1, oh, man, I said, look at that.
K1 is extremely underrated. They did not see
that coming, did they?
Yeah, no, Robert Saleh's got something planned for, you know, Andy Reid. Shout outs to him. He's been around since I was, you know, super young. So it's, you know, he's definitely, you know, earned his keep and done things. Hopefully, you know, he'll be able to maintain and try to stay in the league a couple more years, but this ain't gonna be his year.
You know,
shit,
Ellis,
they gotta pay everybody.
You know, you bring up something very interesting though. How many more times are the Chiefs owners, the Hunt family is probably going to say at some point, you know, I think we've gotten the best we're going to get out of Andy. He had everything he needed this year, and the 49ers just ran him off the field. I'm telling you, that defense, I got to feel it, Ellis. This game may not look any different than the Vikings and Packers.
Yeah, that's what I've been kind of thinking about too lately. Like it's, you know, in the combined between Green Bay and the Vikings, you know, what more are we seeing as far as players are concerned? I mean, we went up against Stephon Diggs. We had Devontae Adams over Green Bay. We had Adam Thielen. We had what's his name? Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, and then we had the other offensive weapons on Green Bay. We played up against some good players, man. Some stout players and teams, and we just dominated them without having to really even flex much. So it's gonna. Yeah, we have a totally. That's what I'm saying. Like I think we dominate this game pretty fairly. You know, we just got to make sure that we're firing on all cylinders. Jimmy Garoppolo's got to just come out and play and do his thing as he usually has. It don't got to be a damn contest, and we just have to execute. And I don't think we have any problems. I mean, that's the obvious, but you know, we got to keep pushing that envelope and come play 49er football.
I'll say. Their defense can't stop the 49ers. This is the thing I'm trying to think. Why do people... Okay.
Not at
all. You know
all.
what, though? It's cool. They can say what they want to say. We know better.
Yeah. It's all just the offset thing so we can be more... Really, it's working into our favor because then they're going to be talking about how dominant our offense was after the Super Bowl's over.
And then they're going to say, well, I guess we can rest this side. It still goes as a rule... Defense. Everybody say defense wins championships. Ellis.
And Jimmy's got like only less. He's got less than 100 total yards than Patrick Mahomes on the season. If people actually look at it, Jimmy Garoppolo has one more touchdown than Patrick Mahomes, I believe. The QB, I don't think it was the QBR, but
they put those stats.
They're very
on the
similar.
Yes. They put them on the screen where everybody can see. It's like they try to make a fool out of you. Anyway, Ellis, we're going to go. I'm going to see you Thursday if you get a chance, will you?
Yeah, I'll be back. Back, champ.
Looking for Ellis.
Shout out to you, Ronbo. Shout out to you, Ronbo, my bad. And then shout out to the whole 49er faithful. Let's go. Let's get it.
Thanks, man. Have a good night.
All right. Peace.
And John. Come on in, John. You know what? I'm going to have trouble stopping this. I know it's going to be Hey, John.
What's happening, Ronbo?
John, I'm sitting back here trying to make sense of it all. And John, the only way we're going to get sense of it all as 49er fans is we have to talk amongst ourselves or we'll start to buy into this hype. You'll start to believe that Patrick Mahomes is going to come in and just blow the 49ers off the field. If you listen, they just have everything they need going. Andy Reid is one of the legendary coaches of our time. Patrick Mahomes makes all the throws. If you listen to Max Kellerman, that's the greatest quarterback he's ever seen in his life. You know, and very little
really-
said about us, you know. I said, what? God.
No, they take the wind out of our sails before we even hit the water, man.
Right.
I mean,
whoa.
I mean, you know, everything is so negative, and we've got the numbers. I mean, I always go back to the stats because I mean that's all we got to defend ourselves with. Because
And you have a
can't
right.
say a damn thing without. You can't say a damn thing about your team. Somebody, you know, I'm in the restaurant business, and everybody tell me, you know, man, that Mahomes, he's a slick guy. You guys got to watch, man. He's slippery. I mean, you had a hard time with Russell, and now this guy's mobile. And if you don't let him, if he runs right, if he rolls out to the right, you guys are stuck. Well, I hope somebody's there to get him. It's not like we're playing with less people.
John, isn't it amazing though? Did their face light all up when they told you that? People get all excited thinking there's going to be, it's like everybody's looking for the Messiah to come in and beat the 49ers. Whoa!
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Why are
surrounded
we
by
so
Browns fans,
unpopular?
Oh, my God. Browns fans just like to drive it to me. Why the hell are you a 49er fan all the way over here on the East Coast? I don't know. I was a young man, and I loved watching the game, and it stuck. I was 10 years old, and it stuck. You know, I don't know. I don't know, Ronbo. I'm telling you right now, this negativity is growing.
John, did I hear you say Browns fans?
Oh, they're everywhere over here. I'm in Ohio. They're everywhere.
But the thing is, why would Browns fans? I mean, they should understand. If the Browns have been in serious trouble since. Good God, how far back does it go? I mean, I don't.
Ronbo, older than me, and I just laugh. I mean, when they say something to me, I laugh at them, Ronbo, because it's so funny. I mean, you can't even say nothing. I mean, you guys, the guys that are playing in the Super Bowl this year weren't even born the last time you had a 10-game victory.
I mean, John, I could see if you were in Dallas or New England or something, but Ohio, I mean, I could see rooting for even the. Well, I don't. Whoa! If I'm a Browns fan, I think I just sort of say, "Hi, guy. Good luck."
I'm a Niners fan, tripping over Browns and Steeler fans who attack each other physically, mentally, verbally. And then when they look at me and I say I'm a Niners fan, they just give me the stupid look. I mean, you people, what the hell do you people want from me?
I know. I mean, you can say to them, guys, you guys are going to be hoping for a championship for the rest of your natural lives. I don't feel like I need to wait that long. I've already made my choice on this.
No.
If you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They are making money off. The Haslam's are taking your money and laughing at you. It is unbelievable.
Hey, good point, John. They're not serious in Cleveland. They've had opportunities to do better than they have. John, they had 5 or 6 years in a row of being top of the order in the draft. Well, how do you? Oh my God!
How can you win if you trade away your pieces? I mean, you draft well and then you give them away. What the hell are you doing?
That's why Peyton Manning. I think they wanted him. I think they wanted him to come in. Peyton says, thanks, no thanks, guys. I'm okay."
Yeah, I'll keep my name. I'll keep my name, unscathed and untarnished. But nonetheless, Ronbo, I'll get this short. But listen, you're right. We got to put out this fire before it consumes us. I mean, these guys, they got them. I told you last week they got them winning before we even get there. I mean, Jesus Christ, I can't even get it. It's unbelievable. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. But hey, Ronbo, I'll catch up with you later in the week, buddy.
John, appreciate you, fam. I look forward to it. Say hi to all those folks in Cleveland. Especially those Browns fans. They're really special. I got to give it to them for being loyal. That's amazing.
Yeah, they're so loyal. They open their wallets and they just keep giving them all their hard-earned money. They don't give a damn thing back.
Oh God! All right, fam. Talk to you later,
pleasure,
John.
My brother, take care.
Thanks,
all
fam.
right, bye-bye.
Night. Can you imagine that? Fam, we're hated even in Cleveland. Santana! Santana. Dun 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 dun. Sabor. Oye, ¿cómo va? Billy, hey, Santana, your name is going to make me crazy every time I see it now. You know that, don't you? Santana. Hey.
How you doing, Ronbo?
Oh, man. We're sitting back here. You know, at this point, days before the Super Bowl, we have to endure a lot of BS, Santana. You know, you got the analysts saying crazy things. You even got the players on the Chiefs talking shit. You know, I mean, talking smack. Oops, kids, don't say that. But you know, I don't. Do we? How come we can't get no respect? We got to wait till after this game, I guess.
Hey, Ronbo, you know what? We got to take that respect from them, man.
I know.
If they don't give it to you, we got to take it away from them.
That's right.
You know.
Because we ain't did enough to earn respect yet, so we got to keep earning. I guess.
I think we've done more than enough, but we don't need anybody to
recognition
our
from
work.
the haters. Yeah, I agree. You know,
exactly. You know, I'm pretty sure as long as all the faithfuls, man, all they need is us. They don't need the media. They don't need anybody.
That's right.
Anybody
we got
else,
each other. Exactly. We don't need them bees.
We got each other. Exactly.
You know?
Hey, no, none of the media, none of these other, haters were there when we were 0 or 4 and 12 or whatever, Like it was just us, Like I was just thinking about it, Rumble not too long ago. Remember this? Do you remember what's that running back, Jared Haynes?
Oh yeah, from Australia. Yeah.
Yeah, remember that, man?
Yeah.
Man,
Tom Sula.
He was a good player, man. But he was a good player, man. But to be honest, that's how low we were back then.
I know.
I remember getting excited over Jared Haynes. You know what I'm saying? Thinking it was going to be, but the 49ers, the 49er empire, man. It's not to be, it's a bigger thing. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
We're a giant in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? We should never be like 4 and 12 or 13. We should never be that. We should always be fighting for that, for playoffs all the time. And I believe with Kyle and John Lynch, we're going to be on the top. From here on. I just never want to see the Niner,
going down all the way down to the ground again. It's all about organization.
Exactly.
You're right.
Exactly. Yeah. We're not the Raiders. We're not the Browns, man. We're a sleeping red giant, and we just fucking woke up for the Super Bowl, baby. You know what I'm saying?
I do. But I agree.
And we're coming for Patrick Mahomes' head. We're coming for him. We want blood,
So they think they think they're gonna blow us out, man. They're gonna be surprised, man. Hey, Santana, nobody has blown out the 49ers all year. Even when we could have been blown out by the Saints, Jimmy G said, "Oh no, I don't think so. We can play with anybody. You guys want to score a lot of points? Let's go. 48 points on the Saints. In their house, Santana. In their house. Oh.
Hey, building up to that game of the Saints, all the media, they were saying that. They were like, oh, let's stop the run, put the hands on Jimmy G's hands. What happened? He lit them up. So if they wanted to do the same thing, stack the box, stop the run, Jimmy G's going to light him up. I have faith in Jimmy G, man. People forget, man, this is his first year starting, and look where he's at. He's in the Super Bowl.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And so he's proven. I know, like, he's throwing picks, but if you look at his picks that he's thrown, half of them were not even his fault. You know what I'm saying? It was like receivers
bouncing off of people's bodies.
Exactly. So, and most of these analysts, they didn't watch all the games. They didn't watch none of the 49ers games. They just, probably watched the same game. They just go off of that game. But if they watched Jimmy G throughout the whole year, I guarantee you they would have a different opinion of Jimmy G. So.
That's right.
So, I mean,
and you know what? It don't take, Kyle's going to put Kyle's going to bring everything he's got. But these guys are going to get killed. If they wait until the first quarter to start playing like they did with everybody else in the playoffs, letting them jump out to these leads, they will be buried right there in the middle of the field. They'll be holding funeral service, Santana. By the half, This game is over. You get out to a 28-30, anything like that, oh, this game is so over. They'll come back on the
You know what, Ronbo? Like I said last time I called, man, I mean, we got the best, offensive-minded genius guru in the NFL, He has something cooked up just right for the Kansas City Chiefs. And, I mean, everybody in the team is keeping it humble. They're not talking a lot. They're just being humble about it. Come game time, game time, bro, he's going to show that team's going to show everybody who the red giant is finally there, like he's woken up, with the sleeping red and gold giant finally woke
getting ready
up.
to come back and dominate. The sleeping bear woke up. Santana, we got to go. Hey, I'll see you on Thursday, fam. All right?
Hey, real quick, Ronbo, that black Mamba mentality? I believe this whole team has a mentality, man. Dedication, hard work, determination, and fearless. That's what this is what that team is right now, man. And I believe we're gonna win the Super Bowl.
Feel it.
So, man, you have a good night, and
you too, Santana.
For taking my call.
It's always a pleasure.
What's up, man?
All right.
Talk
to you
have
later.
A good one.
You too.
All right, later.
And hey, let me check over here. I said, Stephen Fisher, thank you for that contribution. He says, Andy Reid, why KFC charge for extra sauce packets? Hey, did you see Andy Reid on Madden? They got Andy Reid all slimmed down. And the funny thing about on Madden, I'd say they got Kyle all buffed up too. I love that. That's awesome. And not a robot. What's up, fam? Thanks for that cash. And he says, let's win this for Kobe. And California, we are superior, and we have destiny on our side. Yes. And besides, if you listen to what they're saying, and you take it seriously, you don't know better, you start to think, do they have a point? Should we be concerned? Should
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
Well, Shaleo, tonight I'm in for Ronbo. I thought, we'd drop by. He asked me to come in and take over for him. He says that Patrick Mahomes and I sound alike. So, Shaleo, good evening. I can't stop, Shaleo. I'm sorry. Patrick.
Yeah, I could throw it for like 20 to 45 yards.
Shaleo, that's perfect. Shaleo, somebody has got to have said something to Patrick about this before. Patrick.
What?
You sound a lot like Kermit the Frog.
Get out of here, man. I don't either.
Yeah, my buddy also told me, how about them cowgirls? How about them Oakland Traitors? And how about them Seacom?
Oh, too much fun. We have more fun than this. I got to feel Shaleel, put yourself now, this time next week, because we're not going to stop talking about this for a long time. This time next week. Hey, remember they said we're going to get blown out in the Super Bowl. Remember they said Patrick Mahomes, there's nothing we can do with him and those speedy receivers. We are dead meat. Whoa! What happened? And then Shaleel will be saying things like, how about those Chiefs? How about those traitors? Hey, Shaleel, we should come up with a nickname for the Chiefs right now. What kind of comedy name can we attach to them? The Muppets?
Kansas City Leafs?
Okay, wait, the Kansas City what?
The Kansas City Leafs? They're about to blow them away.
Oh. Well, actually, we should wait to laugh.
Oh, yeah.
Because we got to play the game first.
Ronbo.
Yeah.
The Madden curse is going to take full effect on Patrick Mahomes.
It earlier this season already did.
Getting
People didn't take it any
a
seriously.
lot of media attention right now. Those Chiefs, even Frank Clark talking shit.
That's not
He just woke up a big, like all the callers were saying, he just woke up a big bear, pissed off bear.
I mean, and he's bringing some help with him too. Why you want to inspire the other team? If I'm the coach, Andy Reid or somebody, I say, Frank, you just got here this year, right? Yeah, coach. Yeah, you know that. Okay. I just assume you keep some of those comments to yourself. Can we get you to calm it down a little bit? Frank Clark looks like the kind of guy that have an attitude. If you say anything to him like that too, I bet you probably wouldn't appreciate it. Coach, this is America, man. I say what I want to say. All right? You don't want me to play on this team, you just get rid of me. But don't try to tell me what I can do and can't do. That's him. I bet that's him.
And another thing, Ronbo, I know why those guys for Speak for Yourself hate the Niners so much, because they're all freaking Chiefs fans. Marcellus Wiley. Not Marcellus Wiley, sorry. Whitlock. Whitlock is a Chiefs fan.
And they've hated the 49ers all season. Whitlock has hated the 49ers. From week 3 on, he's been all over, nothing but nasty comments, because he couldn't stand it that they won the first few games. And then, by the time we got into double digits, Whitlock just was burning up. God, these kids. See, that's...
Yeah,
well, Hardy's got a good name.
Chiefs fans.
The Kansas City Griefs. But yeah, not only the Chiefs fans, but hey, Shannon Sharp on Undisputed. Mahomes, my homie, Mahomes. Shannon, God, you're disgusting.
Let them talk, man. We're just gonna play our game. We're just gonna go out. Our defense is gonna show them what a real D is, not whatever Kansas D they got over there, the wannabe defense. With the guy who likes to color his hair like Dante Pettis. Would you turn off the lights?
Dante, I can't find the switch. I don't know if I can turn the lights off.
You saw Baker in commercials. You saw Patrick Mahomes in commercials. And guess what? We saw Aaron Rodgers in commercials. What we do to him.
You're right. There's another, the Madden curse and doing too many TV spots. You got to be careful. Don't be. I mean, that's really, all these things are bad luck when you think about it. I'm trying to.
And whoever wins the Super Bowl Rumble, this is the start of a dynasty. I'm just
probably.
Whoever wins
right
this game is the start of a dynasty.
Right? Because the beginning of a new generation, because the old guard is fading. I mean, Brady, Breeze, Rodgers, these guys are done for the most part. So you're right. This is the beginning of the next
Peyton
generation.
Manning won it with the Colts. He won it with the Colts, and then he lost with Denver. He also lost with Colts, but he won it his first try. And that's what we have to do. We have to win it our first try. Jimmy has to win it his first try, or else he will end up being Matt Ryan. That's all I'm saying.
And there's some truth to that, because Joe, let's see. When Joe
I don't think Patrick Mahomes will win it because of the Madden curse, and he's exactly like Dan Marino but on wheels.
Yeah, and also he doesn't have, they don't have the kind of defense you need. I mean, they're not going to stop us,
right?
In the first place, this is what I'm talking
about.
We're
loaded. We're loaded, Rumbo.
They can't stop Shanahan. That's what I'm saying. You guys, they got to be. Anyway,
we got a genius play caller
and designer. Fam, I'm gonna see you Thursday, and when we talk next time, I'll bring Fozzie.
I'll bring Fozzie Bear, and we'll have a long conversation as to why people should take us more seriously.
Yeah, we'll do.
Good night, Shalil.
Thank you for the platform, Rumbo. Shout out to the Niner Empire.
Thanks,
Later.
fam. Appreciate you.
Have a good night.
You too.
Oh, and here he is. It's Fozzie Bear's nephew, Bashar. Oh, no, that's right. It's Miss Piggy's nephew. Sorry, Bashar.
Hi-ho. Hi-ho. This is Kermit the Frog here. Welcome to another edition of The Muppet Show.
Perfect.
The San Francisco 49ers are going to win the Super Bowl. This is Kermit the Frog here.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo? How you doing, man?
I tell you, I really wish 49ers Empire would not have come in here and dropped it on me because I've already been tripping on his voice anyway. But then somebody defined it. I said, you know what? That is who Patrick sounds like.
Yeah, I was saying it last year actually because there was an interview. If I find a clip where he just sounds so much like him, I want to get into. Unfortunately, we had some serious stuff to talk about, and I want to kind of
jump on it.
A little bit more serious
we can work him after the series or after the Super Bowl.
We could do some funny stuff later, but I just want to get the most important thing out of the way. This is a big shock to all of us as sports fans. I mean, the Kobe thing, Gianna Bryant.
God, yes.
I want to go off all the names involved: John Altobelli, Elisa Altobelli, Carrie Altobelli, Christina Mauser, Sarah Chester, Peyton Chester, the pilot R. Zovian, who Kobe has been riding with for years, about 20 years. I'm almost choked up just bringing their names up and looking at their pictures right now as I'm speaking to you. I was laughing a second ago, but this has really got to me, Ronbo. This is like the biggest tragedy I've faced as a sports fan. Probably, right before, I got choked up when we lost Dwight Clark. Right before Dwight Clark, the biggest thing that probably hit me was probably Robin Williams. He was a 49er fan as well. So my prayers just go out to all the families. A lot of broken hearts out there. Seeing Shaq and all those guys on the NBA on TNT panel. I went to the videos. Seeing that guy on the NFL Network, former NFL player, I forgot his name. He was so choked up, man. This is a huge shock to the NFL, to this whole sports community, to the world. Kobe was loved around the world. I grew up as a Warrior fan. I grew up rooting against the guy. I grew up hating the Lakers, but I learned to respect the guy, and I saw the bond he had with the young Warriors, Curry and Draymond and Clay, and he's just inspired so many people, Ronbo. Kobe is just, man, dude, we lost a great person, dude. I feel so bad for his wife, his daughter. It's very sad,
And what really kills me is that could have been prevented. The pilot knew better. That fog I heard was like pea soup. Just say, Kobe, we can't do it today.
Oh, yeah. It's tough, man. It's tough. But the good thing is this. If I can spin a positive, I am. I knew Kobe was connected to many California pro athletes in general, but especially the California pro athletes. One of them is on our squad. Probably out of all the people competing in the Super Bowl, the closest to Kobe was Sherman.
Yep.
And supposedly, I think Sherman talked to Kobe after we beat Green Bay, and I believe Kobe gave him a blessing for us to win the Super Bowl. So we have that on our side. A Sherman that is motivated is a great thing to have in the Super Bowl. He already had a chip on his shoulder because of the media, but it's going to be really interesting to see how Sherman plays, inspired with that Mamba mentality.
Yeah.
And oh man, and I was watching the interviews. Kittle also said he grew up watching Kobe, and he
never could shoot that
Kobe
fade away.
He played high school football. He played high school basketball, and he had Kobe's number at one point in time. And it's going to be very interesting to see how he played out in the Super Bowl, man. Another thing about Sherman, one more thing that was revealed. He had they brought up the whole tension between him and Harbaugh and how
why
said that the moment
he should have been a 49er, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I was telling Niner fans, like, they said, "Oh, I still hate Sherman. They can't get over Sherman." I'm like, dude, the moment he became a free agent, within hours, he jumped onto the plane to the Bay Area. He didn't even think about it. That's how bad he wanted to be a Niner. And I was telling them a long time, it was just because of Harbaugh and Crabtree, mainly Harbaugh. And he even said it today, or a few days ago,
we said it back then.
He said he wanted to run Harbaugh out of the league. He literally said that a few days ago.
And he
said he has nothing against. That was the only problem he had with the Niners was Harbaugh. That's what he said. Once Harbaugh was gone, he had no problem with the Niners.
Because Harbaugh was at Stanford. He knew Sherman, and then they waltzed right by him. Let him go to the what round did they get? Did he go to the 5th round or something?
And in that article I read, numerous 49ers, including Jed York. It got to Jed York about this guy Richard Sherman of Stanford, local guy, and local college guy. And a lot of people in the 49ers brass, including Jed York, wanted but Harbaugh physically grabbed his name and took him off the board. I have an article that states that.
Oh,
so that's just nuts. That's nuts. But the great thing is we brought in Kyle Shanahan, right? What did Kyle Shanahan and Lynch do? They brought in the 49er Renaissance.
Yeah.
We got Sherman, but we got the 49er Renaissance, meaning we're paying respect and homage to all the great 49ers that played and won championships for this team. We bring in Jerry Rice on the sidelines, Montana Young. Oh, man.
Why didn't they have that relationship? Why? It's made a lot of difference. You put their names up, decorate the walls. Come on. The spirit of 49ers didn't just start recently. Harbs didn't. Yeah. Harbs, you know what, though? He did a lot of good things for us. But they didn't do all the right things like these guys. So, anyway.
But Dan Stubblefield was appalled when he found out that Harbaugh took down all the pictures in the locker rooms of all the great 49er teams. And, like he said, you don't mess with a Stoic franchise like that and take away their history, you know?
See? Look what effect it had.
But,
all right, fam.
Oh, yeah. We're all going to be pumped up this Sunday, Robo.
I know, man. It's going to be crazy.
On my birthday. The Super Bowl's on my birthday. We got to win this shit,
God.
Robo. We got to win this fucking Super Bowl.
There you go. All right, meantime, we get back here. You know I'm going to sing for you. All right, fam. Talk to you later.
Love you, Rombo. Niner Empire, baby.
Love you back, fam. Have a great night. Oh, and it's John V. He said, I forgot to ask you if you'll be in Miami for the game. Oh, I wish. Oh, man. He says, also, I wanted to ask you exactly how would you contain Mahomes? You know, the four-man front that we got, people are going to be surprised at how much Mahomes does struggle against that four-man front. After watching Chargers, I'm feeling real confident because Mahomes did have a little trouble against the Chargers. Not a little, but a lot, actually, especially during the whole first half. If Philip Rivers throws touchdowns instead of throwing INTs into the end zone, Chargers would have swept that series. And that was with one of the Bosas and Chandler. So we got Bosa, Ford, and then you got the trees in the middle. They don't have any trees in the middle with the Chargers. This is why I know Mahomes is going to see something he has not seen this year. Let's see how well they adjust. In our secondary, if people think Speed City is going to run that secondary off, okay, hey, I got news for that too. Anyway, he says, especially if they double Bosa, that'll be a good thing. You've seen Eric Armstead. You know why Eric Armstead's doing so well this year? Because of doubling on the edge, Bosa, and doubling next to Eric, DeForest Buckner, right? So see, now that's how come Eric's got double-digit sacks. Y'all ain't gonna double team me. I'm gonna get your quarterback, and he did. See, so this is going to be interesting. Plus, double teaming Nick is not going to be a habit with D Ford in the field. You can't do it now. So with D Ford left, they could do it more. Do it now, and Patrick Mahomes will be on the dirt all day. So do we spy him with Warner? Will we blitz him more than we usually do? There will be blitzes, though. I got a feeling there will be a few dialed up. Diego! Go! Diego.
Hey, Ronbo.
Diego!
How you doing, man?
I'm doing awesome, man. I'm just sitting here loving life and enjoying the fun I'm having with Patrick Mahomes tonight. But you know I gotta stop doing that. Don't disrespect Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, fair enough.
Diego, hey, but because you know what? Just like Broussard just got through talking about, we're all thinking that Sherman's coming in there with his mind just packed with energy now. I mean, the dude's already going to be juiced, but now he's playing this game for Kobe. You got George Kittle, who used to keep Kobe on his mind all through school. He never could beat Kobe, but he had that kind of mentality. Work hard, bust your buns, and you'll get results. You got Mike McGlinchey saying the same thing. He was just right. I think he just born a little. He says, Kobe entered high school or something, Lower Merion High School, right down from where he lived or something. Another role model. We got guys that are going to be out there juiced, thinking they know what it takes to win. And a lot of probably guys on the Chiefs do too. But Kobe and Sherm were good buddies. Look for Sherm to play one of the best games of his life this weekend, and good timing too against that offensive crew. Get him, Sherm! But Diego, what are you thinking?
Well, I hate to be somewhat of a downer here. I mean, I'm a homer. I've been a 49ers fan for over 30 years, but I'm also a realist, and I can tell you a couple of things. First, we have no, and I mean absolutely no answer for the speed. Kansas is coming in with some guys that are just plain fast. The only way we're going to win this game is we cut Mahomes in half, early and often. That's the only way. I mean, I forgive me. I love Sherm as much as the next guy, but he's not fast enough.
Diego, you do know how the zone defense works, though, don't you? They're not playing man.
I do, yeah.
They're not playing.
I understand it.
Yeah, they're not playing
but
man
when you
coverage.
when you have that kind of speed, it doesn't matter if you play zone 3. It really doesn't, because you don't have one guy. You got 4 guys on the Kansas side that have that kind of speed, and there is no way, if you give Mahomes time, that we can cover all of them. There just isn't. So you come at him, and as I said, you cut him in half. You just bother him all game long, and I think that's exactly what we're going to do. It really is the only way, in my opinion, how this can be done.
Oh, Diego, poor guy. Hey, Diego, I would tell you to relax, but I can see right now you're convinced that there's nothing the 49ers can do to stop this team. So after the game, I'll say, Diego, I was going to tell you, zone defense, especially with the intelligence of our coaching staff, they're not going to run all over that defense. Diego, the 49ers, this is not the first team with speed they've had. Maybe not this much speed, but this speed. Diego, 49ers don't give up big plays. It's just not what we do. One every now and then.
That's true.
But it's not. If you think the Chiefs could come in and just get one big play after another, well, I think you're over worrying. I really do. I can almost promise you that's not going to happen.
I'm just trying to be realistic, and like I said, I love my 49ers as much.
You're being. I don't know if it's realistic. I think you're being overly worried.
Huh? Okay. I think there's a.
There's a correlation.
I don't know what to say about that, but you know what? There may be something to be said for that. I mean, you can't be overly confident either.
That's true.
There is a reason why they're in the Super Bowl. So this is going to be, in my opinion, it's probably going to be one of the better Super Bowls we have seen in modern days.
Maybe.
And as I said, I've been watching Super Bowls for a long time.
Diego, let me just help you out this for a second, though. Okay, the Texans started out 24 to nothing in the first half. Where was the speed? Their defense isn't as good as ours, Diego. The same thing happened. The same thing happened with the Tennessee Titans. Tennessee Titans jumped out to 10-0 in the first half. So you see, Diego, you have a better team in the 49ers than both the Texans and the Titans. So for you to decide that there's no chance to stop their speed, I think you're a little bit overrating the Chiefs. But you go ahead. I just don't want you to don't have to take medication or anything, worrying about them killing the 49ers to that point. I think it's not going to be that bad. Maybe a good game, but relax, man. We don't give up huge plays. And our defense.
This is true. We are the team that gave the fewest 20-plus yards plays.
And he's gonna go short. They're gonna play short. You know what you got to worry about? They're gonna go bubble screens and short, a lot of short stuff, because there's not gonna be time to throw downfield deep. Believe it when I tell you that front line 4 is going to be all over Mahomes. He's not going to have a lot of time to sit there and wait for his guys to develop routes. Now, if the 49ers make mistakes in the secondary, yeah, he'll get them. But how many times do you think they're going to do that? You got one of the better secondaries now. You got fast guys in that secondary, too. So, between all that, they'll get some. Ain't nobody shutting them out. But domination by their receiving core, I wouldn't bet on that.
Oh, no. I never said domination. That wasn't my point at all. My point was we're going to shut down Mahomes. I mean, that is what we have to do. There's no other way. And I also believe that, I don't know, what's the over and under on this, 53, 54?
Yeah, something like that. I thought I heard 40-something, then I heard 50. Yeah, you're right. I think it is 50-something. Some people have it high as like in the 70s.
There is no way, absolutely no way. Anybody betting the over is stupid. I'm sorry. You know what we're going to do? We're going to try and shut down Mahomes and we're going to run the football. How is this game going to get to 53, 54, whatever?
Well, you know, Diego, remember, we score a lot of points even running the ball. Kyle Shanahan has the most sophisticated running system in the NFL. So us throwing 35, near 40 points, especially against the Kansas City defense, which is okay, but nothing really special, could get crazy. Hey, Diego, look at this. We're having so much fun. We ran out of time. Diego, call back here again so I can reassure you not to worry Thursday. All right?
Yeah, well, Thursday won't do it. I call you after the game, though.
All right, and then we can laugh together.
And I'll do a lot of talking like Patrick Mahomes for you just to make you feel better.
Take care, my brother.
All right, you like Diego?
Bye.
Bye. And we go to Bethel.
Hey, Ronbo.
Hey, Bethel. Well, Bethel, we've gone over tonight the Sherman's relationship with Kobe Bryant. And while we're at it, we're thinking that he's going to come in there with a little extra fuel carrying Kobe with him on that field.
You got to remember something else, Ronbo, that our team made a promise to give Kyle's brother or our owner's brother a ring when they get the Super Bowl ring. Yeah. So there's another promise that they have to keep. And so that's another promise that we have to keep. And I think our team is going to be ready for what's going on. And another
They've
funny
looked at the
thing
film.
that
they know what to do.
Yeah. Another funny thing that I've seen that guy, talking about D Ford and everything, and he said it. Goes, hey, after the game, we'll talk. And they said, what did he just say that they're gonna win the Super Bowl? And one of the guys said,
did Frank say that already?
Yeah, he said, hey, we're gonna talk after the Super Bowl. And one of the guys said, hey, we talk to the losers too,
Oh,
so
that's awesome.
So I thought that was funny.
I don't know why maybe somebody said Frank Clark, I guess he doesn't feel like he's famous enough, right? So Frank said, I'm going to come in there talking mad stuff, and everybody going to know Frank Clark after this Super Bowl. Well, yeah, we're going to know you for being an idiot. What are you talking about, Frank? Bethel, he didn't do a good job with Kansas City as D Ford did. And he's in there talking like he came in and saved the Chiefs from bad football. He didn't add nothing. They lost 5 sacks getting him. Yeah.
No, and then I seen their tight end is mad at George Kittle because he got All-Pro #1, and you could see he was salty. They even asked him, "Hey, are you salty?" "Oh no, I'm not salty. I'm all like, you could clearly see it in his face. He was salty."
I don't know, but I think Kelsey's real cool. He wasn't. They're really good buddies. Kelsey's been pumping George up for the last 2 seasons. He was sending him text messages during his games before he did what he was doing last year. I think they like each other a lot. George looks up to him still too.
Yeah, but I think he was kind of mad that George got
got first
number one, and he
Yeah,
got
no.
second.
Yeah, well,
But
maybe. But anyway,
I see a lot of Kansas City Chiefs pumping their chest like if they already won, and it's,
I don't. Bethel, you've seen the stats as they put them on the screen all the time. I always laugh because I said they shouldn't put those stats up there. If everybody thinks Kansas City's going to win, why are you putting stats up there that clearly show
right
the
now,
49ers are the superior
right now,
team? Yeah.
Yeah, right. We are the superior team, but they're doing all this because in the money line, over 82% is on Kansas City right now.
So Vegas,
And
they're all in bed together. The promotions, the NFL networks, all these shows, they're probably all getting a piece because mad money is going to be made if the 49ers win that game.
So when Kansas City loses and we look the winners, they're going to win a lot of money on Kansas City losing.
Yeah.
So
that's what Vegas. I think that's why Vegas did that. 1.5.
Yeah.
Bethel, why don't you just say pick 'em? Because pick 'em is not gonna. It's not gonna do the. It might go the wrong way if you put Kansas City give them 1.5 points. Now that's a field goal would win if Kansas City can finally get it done, or the 49ers beat them to death, and Vegas still rakes it in.
Yeah, and and one thing we have to always learn is that it doesn't matter the way we win, as long as you win and you get that dub, nothing else matters. It's as long as you win and you play the game, that's the only thing that matters.
And that's what's going to happen too, Bethel. That is what's going to happen. Bethel, I tell you what, Bethel, we're going to go. We're out of time. Bethel, let me see you Thursday. And
no problem.
And God knows what's going to develop between Frank Clark will probably say some more things.
Yeah, and plus, they don't listen to these haters because they're just hating. And a funny thing my friend told me, he's all like, "Oh, that you guys are gonna lose even though you're the good team." I'm all like, "Why?" Because somebody on YouTube put that, we're gonna lose because of the referees and the money saw on San Francisco. I'm all like, are you tripping? I'm all like, I see the money line on Kansas City. I'm all like, I don't know where you're getting your information from, but through all this, we're the underdogs, and we have beat we have beat a lot of the good teams, so we should not be the underdogs. But
there you go.
We'll take
I agree,
that
and we got the best stats too. All right, Bethel. I'll see you Thursday, fam. All right.
All right. Good show, Ronbo, and hit that like.
Thanks,
and
Bethel.
Let's go, Niners.
Yes. Like Bethel. And we move quickly to the phone to see Tyler out in the middle of the country.
Ronbo, my mother bugging dude.
Tyler, weird.
Yo.
Tyler, you know what I really get tired of? We are an organization that's been around for doing great things for a long time. We've had our dry spots. Okay. But Tyler, at this point, can't people just go ahead and give us our just desserts? The 49ers worked hard to get where they are. Why do we still have to put up with such yucky conversations from so many people? These are people that have reputations, people that people listen to and take seriously. And no. Every category, the 49ers are like leaps and bounds better than the Chiefs. But no, it's all about Patrick Mahomes. Andy Reid deserves to get a trophy after all these years. 49ers, know your role and shut your mouth.
I got a few things I want to touch on. First of all, there have been a lot of people that have been congratulating me because they know I'm a big Niners fan there in the Super Bowl and everything. Well, I don't
a guy doesn't get congratulated because he walks into the dance. He should get congratulations when he walks in there and takes the girl home.
There you go.
All right. So we got to go win that Super Bowl. Now it seems to be like the stars are aligning for us to win the Super Bowl because of the fact that if you look at, I think what we're going to have to do to limit Mahomes is we're going to have to a little more than normal. We're going to have to blitz. And I mean, the thing is, Mahomes, I don't know if you knew this, I think he has the worst completion percentage on tight window passes. I don't know how many yards separation that is, but he usually has his guys fairly open. So if we can play tight coverage on most of the receivers, we should be all right. And the type of pressure he's going to be facing is going to be tough for him. I've been saying this whole time.
Just don't overrun. Don't give that too much cushion. If you overrun those guys and they beat you, they're going to get deep on you. Hey, I just want to add one more thing on your list of things to talk about next time somebody asks you about this. Patrick Mahomes' primetime record is 2-6. Kirk Cousins' primetime record is 5-13. You see the correlation?
Mm-hmm.
I just want to let you know about that.
Yeah, and you notice, the Chiefs, Mahomes, what was I going to say? Crap, I forgot what I was going to say.
You talk about blitzing and...
Oh, yeah, by the way, the Super Bowl, think about it, if they blitz, I mean, actually, they may not need to blitz, but the thing is, we're going to run the ball, because think about this, Kansas City, I think Minnesota has a better defensive line than Kansas City does.
Oh, no doubt.
So, and we ran it down their throats. And
the Vikings got the Smith
way,
brothers. The Patriots. I keep calling them Patriots. I call them everything but the Packers. How about the Packers with the Smith brothers? Null and void.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the Chiefs got some studs in their D-line. They got Chris Jones. They got Brent Clark, who's pretty good.
What's his name, Pinnell or something like that?
And Chris Jones. And then
Chris Jones got a calf injury.
Oh, he's not playing?
Well, he's going to play. But with our offensive line, you got a bad leg, you may as well sit down.
Yeah, and by the way, I was reading I have a book today about the 49ers, and I was reading it about the Super Bowl with Montana had that 92-yard drive. We've won 2 Super Bowls in Miami. So, I mean, and we're back in Miami.
It might as well be a home field.
Yeah, I mean, that's where Nick Bosa's from. And, they're going to – I think it's just plain and simple. Our defensive line is better than their offensive line. Our offensive line is better than their defensive line. And there will be holes in the run game.
Yep, in the trenches.
I mean, I've been saying the whole postseason, if we can keep – actually, no. I said before the postseason started that it was going to be 49ers, Chiefs in the Super Bowl, the 49ers are going to win. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, I've been saying since this game got set up a couple weekends ago, if the 49ers can keep the Chiefs under 30 points, they're going to win the game. And they're going to limit possessions because they're going to run it, and they're going to run that clock down. They're going to score touchdowns. And, by the way, I think Kansas City is vulnerable to tight ends. I have Kittle having a big day.
They can't.
I have a feeling that it's going to be Kittle or Debo that's going to have a big day, one or the other.
And Kyle already knows that. He knows where their weaknesses are, and he's going to attack it like crazy. So
it's either that or we're going to run it down their throat. I think
we're going to do that anyway.
I would like to see a balance. I'd like to see Garoppolo win the Super Bowl MVP, just shut some people up, but that might not be how it works. I just want to win the Super Bowl. That's how I feel about it.
We're going to go, Tyler. I'll tell you what, I'll be looking for you Thursday if you get some time, okay?
Yes, sir. Niner Empire, Niner for life, for faithful. Let's go get that Lombardi trophy. Thought it was interesting.
Got to get it.
Garoppolo and Mahomes standing right in front of the Lombardi trophy last night, and they literally, neither of them touched it. It's like a superstition thing. But anyway, I would have touched it. But anyway, all right. I'll see you.
Good night, Tyler.
Bye, bum.
And Tyler's probably touched it. He probably would have touched it, too. It would have made everybody freak out. Hey! It's the Iron Sheik!
What's up, Ronbo?
Sheik, I just realized something. Somebody asked the other day, they asked DeForest Buckner, who's the fastest guy off the line? And to my surprise, it's Solomon T. The Solomon T train, guys. Don't shut that rail line out yet. Solomon T may show up in the Super Bowl if he redeems himself and dominates with that speed. He should, because this is the thing: beating those clowns on the offensive line of the Chiefs, along with Nick and D. Can you imagine? 3-man wrecking crew. Whenever DeForest Buckner or Eric Armstead take a break, it's gonna be, I can't wait to see this game because we don't have anybody slower. Well, DeForest and Eric Armstead, those are the only two guys, should I say, that are actually slower than Patrick. But go ahead.
Yeah, and then, but like you said, like Ronbo, it's like these guys, like you've been saying, like Eric Armstead in the past, he's been struggling. Now he stepped up. Now it's Solomon Thomas' time to shine, and this is the biggest stage to shine on. Because they're going to be doubling, D4 sometimes, and Nick Bosa, I mean, even DeForest Buckner. So when he's right next to him, when he has that potential of making an impact, this is his time to be showing his greatness on the stage of this team, and then showing the world who he is and why he got picked for the 3rd overall in the draft in 2017. And the thing is, like, Kasurik is another guy I noticed as well. Like, I was looking at the media. They were asking, I believe, Eric Armstead, or the media was just talking about it. He was, like, saying, when he was, when he came in, Kasurik, when he came in, he's like, I guess it was, like, their off time and all that. So there was, like, in the, I think mid-February or January. I forget when we signed. But anyways, he said, do you have your iPad? He's like, yeah, I do. He said, where are you at? You're in Mexico? He said, yeah, I'm in Mexico. Well, all of a sudden they're just doing plays together, just working hard, film, on the phone. And from that connection with Kasurik, with these guys, became a whole, Ronbo. This Kasurik is such a great pickup that we did.
Oh, he's made all the difference in the world. He is amazing, isn't he?
Yeah. So we're very lucky, Ronbo. And I really feel it. That's why they call the 4 horsemen for a reason.
They do bring famine and pain, don't they? I can't imagine what Nick. Did you see that interview with Nick during the opening night? So what did your brother tell you? So what did your brother tell you about Patrick Mahomes? Nick. Well, I can't tell you that, but they keep trying to trick the 49ers and say the wrong thing.
Yeah.
I said, man, I can't wait to see what Nick unleashes on this guy.
It's not happening. You know what I noticed? Another thing, that's a great thing to put out, because I was noticing, like, the guys on the interviews, and they're just trying to dig in, and then I noticed when they go to Kansas City, ask them the same question or similar, they're just focusing on what they're going to say, what they're going to bring out, and then take it for their advantage. That's what they're doing. And I know the 49ers got all focused right now.
Our guys are too sharp.
No. I noticed, like, Sherman was focused on whatever Mahomes saying, and then Jimmy Garoppolo, whatever his Honey Badger saying. So it's I like that. Yeah. Because they're not giving that much information.
Yeah.
So it's going to be exciting, Ronbo.
It's going to be
we have 6 more days, and we're in Miami.
But Sheik, when you wake up tomorrow, it'll only be 4 days. You're giving too many days there.
Oh, okay. Well, then, hey, shoot. I'm excited, man. I lost my count of days, Ronbo.
I feel your pain. I wish we only had 2 days left. I'm sick of this. It's making me crazy. And if I hear from Frank Clark one more time, we got to get together, get a pool together, and hire somebody to knock him out. Shut it, Frank. Just leave the mic alone. Stay in your hotel room and just be quiet. God. Anyway.
Technically, if you think about it, it's 25 years. That's when the last time we won in the Super Bowl in Miami. So it is our time, and I feel it, Ronbo, and it's going to happen. And I requested that day off for the parade day. So
all right.
But I'm gonna shut my mouth now because I don't want to jinx us.
Right. Don't do that. All right.
Well, Ronbo. All right, Ronbo. All right, man. You have a great night.
You too.
Shout out to the faithful. Hit that like for Ronbo Sports. Sub, share, rep your red and gold colors. It is time. And shout out to Ronbo Sports Chat. All love to everybody, man.
Thanks.
Shout out to
Thanks,
Jersey
Sheik.
Joe, by the way.
You know, I have a feeling Jersey Joe is triple X amateur. You know, that's a 49er fan, and I just realized, at first I thought it really was a click here and take you to that website. Then I just realized, you can't click here on the chat and go anywhere. That's his name. Oh, come on, fam. That's a 49er fan.
He's
Why do you
gonna
have
get
to,
you, Ronbo.
What's with that name, triple X? Oh, that's so bad.
He's going to get you, Ronbo. Be careful.
I'm not clicking his site. Good night, Sheik.
Jersey Joe.
That looks like Jersey Joe material too. JJ, you're so sick.
He's fine.
Night, Sheik. Guys, stop spamming, please. All right. Hey, JT.
What's up, Ronbo?
JT, man, we're just sitting back here taking it all in, you know. We got Richard Sherman running around getting people all fired up, talking about the Mamba. And what's really getting people fired up, and you know, we shouldn't take Frank Clark seriously because he's really nobody special, but he's said just enough in such a way that actually you have to pay attention. Mike Florio and company are saying all the things that really burn you up, but they even know, if you ask those guys who do they think is going to win the game, most of them are saying they know the 49ers are going to win, but they got to still say bad things about the 49ers. So, JT, we are universally hated. They hate us in Cleveland. John called tonight and said Cleveland fans are shaking their head when they see him walking around with 49er wear on. How do you, if you're a Cleveland Browns fan, you should appreciate all fan bases. Right? I mean, help me out here, JT. What are you thinking? God.
The Cleveland Browns, huh? You know, they've been in a losing organization for a long time.
I mean, it goes back before Jim Thorpe was still playing football. I mean, what?
Yeah, you know, and you know who else is following that trend now too? And I feel bad for
Miami.
them, you know. I feel Miami, but it's the Raiders.
Kinda.
The Raiders can't, you know, you know, like I was telling some Raider fans today, I was like, you know, you got a few pieces over there. You got some hope. You're still a long way from contention, though. You know, they got some decent tight ends, you know. But enough about the Raiders and the Browns. I don't follow them.
Well,
it's all about the 49ers.
Yeah, and you know that's what I'm saying. You know, there's a lot of annoying things for 49ers. We have to deal with an unwarranted dislike. I mean, our team, we built through the draft. We haven't had any controversial players running around pissing people off. We've got respectable people. We got one of the best coaches in the league. He doesn't rub people the wrong way. We've got a great locker room. We got people out in the community doing good things. Why is it the 49ers have to get, just can't get any universal like? You know, the Patriots have been dominating for a long time. How about hate on them? Rams? Nobody hates the Rams.
Right.
Except us.
Right. Well, you know,
I don't get it.
It's just, it's probably the way we just dominated Ronbo in the 80s. We really dominated. I mean, come on. We had
Pisses people off. They're still pissed.
It just pisses people off, and they're still pissed off about it. You got the Mike Florios in the world. You got the Stephen A. Smiths in the world.
Oh.
You got that, what's his name?
Jason Whitlock with his big
Jason
water
Whitlock.
head.
Yeah, you got him in the world.
Mike Florio is constantly ragging.
You know who finally? You know who finally turned around and started to notice, and who's picking us to win the Super Bowl? It surprised me.
Nate Burleson.
Him, but it's it's the Cowboy. That Cowboy's a former.
Oh, I thought you meant because Dak Prescott picked the 49ers today. See, people who play ball, they know who should win, but Vegas has got people all rolling toward the Chiefs so they can make that money. Meanwhile, those who put money on the 49ers are smaller numbers. Vegas says we can cover that because the money we're going to make on this.
I don't even want all those people. I don't even want all those people rooting for us. You know,
I know.
They dogged us out in the beginning. They should go ahead and continue dogging us out.
Keep hating.
You know what? Yeah, they should just keep on with that hating because they started in the beginning. We was faithful about we was gonna have a good season. You know, like Kenny said, 13-3 at the most, and look what happened. We ended up being 14-3. So as far as I'm concerned,
13-4-15.
you know, I want to piggyback on what some of the other callers were saying. You know, the Kansas City Chiefs' defense, they got some holes. We're just gonna run the ball on them guys, and we're just gonna kill the clock.
Right.
Keep Mahomes out of. Keep
What are they
Mahomes
ranked?
off the field.
JT, what are they ranked against the rush? I mean, they give up some runs. They did a good job.
You know what? I can't give you an answer to that because I don't follow nobody but the 49ers. I just care about the 49ers.
They've been flashing it on the screen. That's what kills me. They always put the stats up, the tail of the tape. Boom. You didn't see the stats.
Hey, Ronbo,
Go ahead.
I'm going to say this. When you get to the Super Bowl, you remember that feeling that you had, or just the Niner Empire in general. Remember the feeling that we all had when we got to the Super Bowl this last time in 2012 or 2013, whatever it was, and we lost that Super Bowl when we were 5-0 record in the Super Bowl, and now we're 5-1. Just that gut-wrenching feeling.
Yeah.
I don't want to feel that this year.
I know, right?
And,
it's really uncomfortable, and especially if you lose close.
It really is.
Like we did in that Super Bowl. So, you know,
I won't be able to go to work the next 2 or 3 days because it's just going to fuck me off that bad. Because I don't want to hear another soul tell me, you know, what happened to them 49ers, you know. I'll probably go off on somebody because, you know, I just can't. I
hear you.
I can't do it.
I know. But, you know, it's a different story this time. And I don't think we have any foolish play calling at the end of the game. We give the ball to Frank Gore, Harbaugh. Just give the friggin' ball to Frank. Stop throwing it. And he wouldn't.
And Frank got us right there at the goal line. And what did we do? We threw the ball to Crabtree.
Missed.
Hey, but
got
you know what?
And then you set up the referees to stop it, you know, because referees should have called that call. That was interference all day long. Referees didn't say a word. Not a word.
We got a better team this year, and when we do win the Super Bowl this year, Ronbo, that's when you're going to hear all the critic cockroaches that was talking down on us, who are going to start to say, well, the 49ers won the Super Bowl, and I think this is the team to watch that's going to be the next dynasty. We're waiting to see, Ronbo.
And we will be, even though we lost that stupid Super Bowl a little while ago, we will be 6-1, JT. There is no team during the Super Bowl era that has a record better than 6-1. We've lost once.
Exactly.
They're going to hate us. And you know all them haters, every time you see them, man, here come that 49er fan. Watch him talk about them rings they got 30, 40, 50 years ago. See, I have, had enough of that, too. People don't respect People don't respect the championships. They don't respect. It's like the championships don't mean nothing no more. Y'all can't whoop nobody now. Okay, and now put that 6 ring on. Now they ain't got nothing they can say. Not a word.
It'll put it all to rest, Ronbo. All the noise will be put to rest. I can't wait. Oh, my God, I can't wait.
Especially Hawks fans. Man, here they come talking about them moldy, smelly. Man, them 5 trophies ain't got nothing to do with y'all. Okay.
Hawks and the Rams alike. Both of them.
God. Okay, we got to win this. JT, we got to go, fam. Let me see Thursday if we got some time, huh?
Hey, Ronbo, remember when I used to say, we ain't losing to nobody? Well, we ain't losing to nobody, Ronbo. This is Niner Empire. JT's out, and I'm out.
All right, JT.
I'm out the building.
Like JT. Oh, yeah. See, because I've had all I can take. Man, here come. Sometimes I really need somebody to restrain me. We sit in little family gatherings. You know, your cousins and uncles bring people over, and they're not a 49er fan. You a 49er fan? I refuse to answer on the grounds of me and creepy. Man, shut up, man. You're a 49er fan. Oh, well, what were you asking me for? You gonna tell me about them? You gonna tell me about them trophies, ain't you? I ain't telling you nothing, man. Because you know what? The only reason we're here together is because you happen to be related to somebody in my family. You got an attitude, don't you? I was sitting there. I wasn't even talking about football because y'all don't know nothing about no football. Then the argument grows, right? It's hard to talk. Sports has become. I wonder if anybody's. Man, you could like. Wow. Anyway, I have learned to temper my temper. Don't get mad at people that are ignorant. Try not to do that, fam. It's more healthy just to let them talk. As long as you can, it'll eat you up inside if you don't say something back. Get a little dig in. Like Revis and Sherm, right? Revis is coming out of nowhere to say something about Sherm not shadowing the other team's best offensive threat. This ain't none of Revis's business. So why did he go after Sherm? You know, because he's Revis? I mean, Revis. And that's what I loved about Sherm. Sherm just sat back. I ain't got time for this. But I just want to say this about that. I'm still playing and looking a lot better than he did at this particular age. You know, and Sherm said, and I'm out, you know. So I said, you know, so you gotta develop a thick skin. Sherm's learning now. As a 49er, you got to take a lot of stuff. We take a lot of stuff. I'm serious. I'm not just whining on behalf of 49er fans. I think we get more than our share of BS. I really do, fam. And some of it makes no sense. How you not going to respect five trophies? I don't care how old they are. There are trophies. So if you're in Seattle or a Rams fan or any of the other fams that are subordinates, you ain't got no right to be talking no trash about them 5 trophies. This is why I can't wait to put that 6th trophy up so they can hush. Ain't got a word. What you can say next? Y'all ain't got but one. Oh, okay. I knew that was coming. That's one more than you got, fool. Fam, before I get mad, because I'll preach on this for hours. This really does get on my nerves. I have really had it with that. So but I will see. Fam, I don't know about tomorrow. I could have an issue, but I can promise we'll be back on Thursday. Fam, hit that like, because you know I love you back, too. Well, thank you tonight for all the contributions, guys. Really appreciate that. And Niners! Ooh la la.